Hello, everyone, and welcome to the premiere episode of a new podcast that me and my friend are starting. I'm Aaron. I'm your host, Aaron, my co-host. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey guys, it's Brandon. And I guess today we are going to be reviewing the worst fanfiction ever written, and
Wait,
I'm not
Brandon, we
excited to
still
read
haven't
it.
even.
Yeah.
Wait, did we even say what the. You can't just you can't just start going off about fanfiction because our listeners don't even know what this podcast is about yet.
Okay, well, that's your job,
Okay, well,
host, is
I was
to.
getting to it. I was getting to it.
Okay,
Okay. All
okay,
right.
all
Okay.
right,
Well,
all
now
right,
everyone
all
knows,
right.
right? Now everyone knows
Sure,
what the podcast is about.
sure.
It's the premiere episode of The Pen is Mightier, where me and my co-host Brandon, we review terrible fan fiction. Um, I'm not gonna lie, this is like a very impromptu thing. I'm kind of hoping for this to go more than one episode, because I think fan fiction is just hilarious. Um, Before we start reading My Immortal, I guess I should put out a disclaimer that we're not trying to like abuse the author in any way or like make fun of her just outright. But I think that her this work, My Immortal, is just to the caliber that I think everyone can agree that it's not like we can abuse this work without abusing the author.
Oh, totally fair. And I also think that it's something that should be of note is that we're not saying that all fan fiction is bad. I personally don't believe all fan fiction is bad. But I do believe this one in particular is especially horrendous from what I've seen.
See,
Um,
Brandon, so like, I semi share your views on that. Where fan fiction, I personally have never had a good experience with fan fiction, but if I were to
mhm.
see a good fan fiction, I totally won't be biased against it. But I do think the majority of them are not the best, let's say, when it comes to a literary sense. Also part of the disclaimer should be that like me and Brandon are both not like professional, like we're not professors at any colleges when it
Yeah.
comes to like literature. So we're just kind of getting our own like opinions on this. You may disagree. That's totally fine. Um, but this podcast is just going to be us reacting. So it's just our opinion. Um,
Yeah.
I guess Brandon, you want to do a I gave this to you to research, or at least research the background of it. Do you wanna kind of introduce us to like what My Immortal kind of is, like the whole like like the blurb on the back of the cover, if you will.
Yeah, sure. So, My Immortal is this is coming straight from the Wikipedia page. Sorry. But it's a Harry Potter based fanfiction that was published on fanfiction.net between 2006 to 2007. What we're actually reading today is a bit of not a rewrite, but more of I guess, like a not a revision, like someone the original was taken down and this was posted from the original, so we're not actually reading like the original person I think that wrote this, but this is still like the original words of it. But yeah, it's widely regarded as one of the worst fan fiction like out there.
Yeah,
I think it
and
has a
we're
lot.
not even
Yeah,
like we're not even like bashing it. That's literally what like the description is. The description
right.
is everywhere I've read so far is that My Immortal is widely acclaimed as the worst fan fiction to
Mhm.
ever enter a published phase. So we're
Yeah.
really starting off this podcast strong.
So I feel like this is the type of fan fiction that I think before we get into anything else, it's important to kind of break down like what fan fiction is and also like the type of fan fiction that this falls under. This is the common trope of like inserting oneself into like the story and then like also kind of creating their own story from the existing property. There's also another type of fan fiction where they write the existing characters and write like a different plot line or a different, story that happens within the story that, the property is from. But honestly, I think that this one has gained so much infamy, as we'll see with
Yeah,
the
infamy is the
immense
word.
amount of, yeah. immense amount of grammar and spelling mistakes, and plot inconsistencies, and just a complete disregard for the original Harry Potter source material. I'm not a big, I don't know, what do they call them, Potterhead
Yeah, that's
person.
what they're called, Potterheads.
Yeah,
Exactly, you
yeah.
got it right there.
I'm not I'm not a big Potterhead, but like I do like Harry Potter, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick up on a lot of the inconsistencies when it comes to the original
No,
plot.
you'll know, Brandon.
Um,
Brandon, look,
okay.
I secretly, I couldn't help myself. I read like a few of the beginning chapters, and you'll
Oh,
know.
as did I. As did I.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
read a
you'll
little
know. You'll
bit,
know. We both
but
researched this extensively. You see, before
yeah.
before this. So I guess with that out of the way, Brandon, you want to take the first chapter? Or do you want me to take the first chapter?
It depends. Do you want to start off from the message that's on the first intro,
No,
or do you want to just
I
skip that?
think we did a good enough intro to it. Unless
Okay.
there's anything
All
you
right.
want to add about like Harry Potter in general. Maybe some people haven't read Harry Potter, but at this point it's like a 10-year-old series. I like,
Yeah. Oh, more
we're
than
not really
that. More
spoiling
than that.
anything.
Probably almost 30 years by now.
Yeah, wait, no, it's definitely not 30 years. It's like
It
it's
came
like
out in 1997. The
no
movie came out in
way. There is
2001.
no way it
Yes.
came out in 1990.
Yes.
Really? Oh, I'm so
Yes.
old. Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. It's an old property. So
Oh
at this point,
shoot.
if you don't know at least the basics of the
Yeah,
story, I don't
exactly.
know where
We're
you
not gonna
begin.
go into an intro of Harry Potter, basically, because
Yeah.
everyone's already read Harry Potter, basically. And
Fair enough.
if you haven't, just pause, I guess, and go read the entirety of Harry Potter, and then come back. But
Or watch
yeah.
the movies. I don't know what would be faster, watching the
Oh, that's a
movies
good
or.
point. I think I read somewhere that the author actually originally, I think the author actually only watched the first few movies of Harry Potter. She didn't. I don't think she read the book.
Okay. I think that's
Which
probably
again,
important to keep
another
in
pretty
mind.
important beginning note.
Yeah.
Also a note, Brandon. I think it's a good rule of thumb that when we're doing this fanfic stuff, I think it's in our best interest to repeat the fanfiction like to read it back exactly as how it's spelled.
Oh, for sure.
So like
I think that
if
adds
there
to.
are mistakes, God forbid, right?
Okay.
If there are mistakes, we'll read them as is.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to do the first chapter?
Yeah, I can start us off
All
here.
right, but you have to do it like you have to do a good reading voice, you know.
Got it. All
All
right.
right, all right. Go ahead. Chapter 1.
Hi, my name is Ebony
No,
Darkness.
no, 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 Brandon. Wait, wait, wait. No, no, no. You have to do the author's note. You have to do the author's note.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. There we go.
I
Come on.
forgot.
The
I'm
author's
sorry,
note's the
folks.
best part. What are you talking about?
Okay. Fine. Author's note. Special thanks. Get it? Because I'm gothic. To my girlfriend, or GF. Ew, not in that way. Raven. Bloody tears with a Z. 666 for helping me with the story
No,
and
no, 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 no,
spelling.
no, 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 Brandon. You're reading this too cleanly. It's not with. It's with.
With
It's
with my, with
with.
the story. With
It's
the
with
story.
the
Okay.
story. Yeah, come on. We. This is baseline.
All right, with the story and spelling. You rock with no C. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks.
Oh, right. I think I should probably insert now that she makes a lot of like 90s references or like early 2000s references.
Yeah, I mean, I think it speaks to the times as
Yeah.
well.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna stop interrupting. I'm feeling annoyed.
okay, okay. We'll start with chapter one. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness, Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note: if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major. I don't know if we're allowed to
No,
curse
go
here,
ahead.
but
Go ahead. This is
okay.
18 plus. Go ahead.
Fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there.
Of course
For
she
example,
does.
Yeah. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red
Really getting
eyeshadow.
a clear vision now.
Yeah, yeah. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I
Of
asked.
course.
Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me, Fangs.
Wait. Okay,
Okay,
I think that was chapter one, wasn't it?
it was chapter one.
Oh man, I was actually just gonna stop and talk about how like she throws all these characters in. Just
Yeah.
you need to. You need to have read the book and get all her references beforehand. Otherwise, this first chapter, which is just a little bit more than a glorified paragraph, is literally meaningless. It's actually meaningless.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about the actual paragraph and like
Yeah,
the
yeah, no,
start of
yeah.
it?
You tell me what you
Yeah.
thought. You tell me what, because you read it very, very like calmly. You know, the first time I read that
Yeah.
paragraph, I burst out laughing.
Well, here's the thing. I've read this a couple times, not the
That's
entire
true.
story,
That's
but
true.
read this first chapter a couple times. So I guess by now I'm kind of used to it, but I don't know. It reminds me a lot of how I used to write when I was like really, really young. I used to give descriptions of literally everything, which like I still kind of do, but I don't go into this much detail.
Right,
Like I feel like this is
But Brandon,
yeah.
listen. This is obviously not the work of a young person. Like this is definitely like because she uses the F bomb, right? She drops the F
Yeah.
bomb, and
Yeah.
that kind of points me into thinking she's at least a middle schooler.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. She might be a high schooler too. I really don't know. But,
No, there's
you
no
know,
way, Brandon. Come on. I
the
I don't know. I've never met someone in high school that actually would think this is acceptable. Like even if they've never written creative writing, like if they've never written fiction before, there's
I'm
no
totally
way.
fair. Yeah.
Right.
I don't like obviously like how it's just a long run-on sentence. Like I was looking
Exactly.
for the period, it wasn't coming up.
Exactly. There's like I, a fun drinking game to play during. I'm not saying drink.
No, let's not endorse
But
that.
I'm saying a fun drinking game to play. If you were to play a drinking game, to this story is just every time she uses the word and you just take a shot, and by the end of this you probably will have some sort of liver failure going
Yeah.
on. Just the first chapter, because I mean no commas.
No commas, no
There's a
period.
sentence in there where she uses and I think the phrase at least 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm going to say about that first chapter.
Yeah.
I think it's a hilarious opening to a story. Like it is perhaps the most, at the same time, the most profound and the most like absolutely god awful opening
Yeah.
you could ever work in. And in that sense, I think the story is already starting out brilliant.
I do think that, as a word of note, I think it would be better for us to read two chapters at a time because I feel like us
No,
stopping after every
but Brandon, the
chapter.
thing is, the chapters are so like not like constant in their length. Like I know for a fact, I think I got up to chapter like 4 or 5. I think one of those is really long, like a whole page and a half.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. I was looking towards the end because I was like, oh my god, how long is this?
Oh no,
And
you spoiled it, Brandon. You
I didn't
spoiled it.
see no, I didn't see the end, so chill. But I was just looking just at some chapters to see how long the length is. It's not too long, but it varies per chapter. She doesn't really have a set thing for it. But okay, we'll
All right, all
continue.
right. I'll go with chapter 2. Author's
Okay.
note: Fangs to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. By BTW preps stop flamming my story. Okay. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. Oh, cool. Just a random jump to the next day. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin. in which she sleeps, I guess, and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black, guess it, ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots again, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings and my pierced ears, and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you. There's the very well acknowledged insert. Woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup. I guess black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy. Should I do voices? Is it insulting to do a voice?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, alright. Just trying to get that out of the... Okay, I'll just go on. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi. Yeah, I think Draco kind of talks like me, just super awkward and just like there's no like, hey, how's it going, or hey, how you doing? I know we hit it off yesterday. It's just hi, period.
But says. It's the hi period.
Yeah, it's not even hi comma. He's like he stands and makes the complete sentence hi. He said hi. I replied flirtily. How do you do that, by the way? Say hi flirtily.
I don't know. No. I don't know.
Okay, anyway, guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade. He told me, again, if you don't know any of this, there's an author's note that tells you to get the hell out of here. So if you don't get any of these references, I guess you're just like not supposed to be reading her story.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides MCR. Well, ... Do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. What? No, that can't be it. Come on. What an ending to a chapter.
Oh my god.
All right, let me go. Should we do this whole like go over each chapter, or should we wait till the end?
I feel like we should really wait until the end.
Okay, we'll wait till the end then.
Yeah.
You go. Chapter 3.
Okay. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, preps,
Oh, it's not flaming, Brandon. It's flamming.
Oh. Sorry, I can't
spells
see.
it
Is
wrong.
that 2 M's?
Yeah, there's 2 M's in there. Come on, you have to get these grammar choices right. It's part of the literature.
Got it. Stop flamming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise... Thanks to the gothic people or people for the good
you have to read it like that.
Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, BTW. I don't own this or that lyrics for good chorales. It's just like, was spell check not an option in 2006,
That's the thing. It happens every other sentence, and this is like relatively modern writing. Okay, keep going.
Okay. So, on the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped thread fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on my matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists.
Oh, Brandon, we forgot the, what are they called? Content warnings, right? Is that what they're called?
Oh, yeah, trigger warnings.
Trigger warnings, yes. You want to do that?
Yeah. This. Okay. Yeah, we should have probably done that at the start, or
Yeah,
you
we
probably
should
should
have.
have done that at the
Yeah, we
start.
definitely should have.
This is fiction M, right, which stands for mature. So if you're not younger
I
than,
think
if you're
mature is
not
a
older than
little bit of an
18,
overstatement, Brandon.
yeah. But anyways, um, well, no, it's rated on there if you see. Um,
Oh,
if
I
you're
see.
not,
I see.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
You have to
Okay.
be 18 or years or older to watch, read this. And so if you do have any triggers like depression, obviously, please do not listen to this podcast. Um,
Well,
okay, with
I
that,
wouldn't
yeah,
say don't listen to the podcast. I would say take caution.
yeah, take caution, please.
Because there's a lot of slitting,
Mhm,
there's a lot of cutting that happens like
yeah,
every other paragraph at this point.
hmm
So like, and there's I think there's sex, um, and I think that's about it. Oh, rape, right.
yeah,
So if you're,
yeah,
just, take caution. All right, keep
yeah.
going, keep going.
Okay. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. Food. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, um, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner.
Good luck reading that author's note.
Author's note. A lot for cool boys. Were it okay?
I
Okay.
don't even know if that's
Um,
English at this point.
Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
No, but
Hi,
you said it too
Ebony.
happily. Come on, Brandon.
Okay. Hi, Draco, I said in a
Yes,
depressed voice.
it's
Okay.
beautiful.
Hi, Ebony, he said back. He walked into his flying black Mercedes Benz. The license plate said 666
Of
and
course.
flew to a place with the concert.
Um,
On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs.
just
And when we
various, just
got
all of
there,
them. You know,
yeah,
what drug? Nah, just all of them.
when we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte.
Oh, okay,
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 I
go
don't
ahead,
know
go ahead.
how.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
don't have to sing it unless you really want
yeah.
to like go and find out how to sing
I
it.
don't know how the original sounds, so I'm just gonna read it.
Yes. No, but
You come in
yeah,
cold.
yeah. You
Okay.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you arrived, or you've arrived, excuse me. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free and into this life. Saying Joel, I don't own the lyrics to that song. Okay, good to know. Um,
At least
Joel
she's
is so.
sensible enough to do her own copyright
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
deal here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco
Oh
sensitively,
god.
and he put his
This
arm
is like
around me, all
Chinese drama.
protective.
Oh god. It's so bad.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And then, really? I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary effing Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch. I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. I'm sorry.
This is where you can
Um,
kind of tell that what's the author's name? I don't know. The author is like
yeah,
using this as catharsis and not actually
yeah,
caring about the audience or the genre or the original series.
yeah. The night went on well, really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. And that's, I guess, where
No.
you begin. I
The
guess you pick up there.
Forbidden For. Oh, I am so glad I get to read this author's note. Okay, chapter 4. I said stop flamming. Okay, Ebony's name is Inobi, not Mary Sue. Okay, Dra- Draco is so in love, with her that he is acting different. They knew Equator before. Okay. Oh, that was such a joy. I'm so glad she writes her author's notes like that. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car. And, oh no, this is the sex scene. I read ahead. I ruined it for myself. Okay. Well, Draco didn't answer, but he
Oh
stopped the
god.
flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What? The greatest answer to being kidnapped.
I
What the
know.
fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Oh, here it gets sensual. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then suddenly, just as I, Draco, kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me and I actually have to finish this. All right. And we started to make out keenly, of course, because you didn't want to make out muddily or obscurely. You want to make out keenly against the tree. He took of my top, and I took of his clothes. I even took of my bra. Then he put his then he put his thingy into my you know what, and we did it for the first time. You know, it's strange to have someone write sex as put his thingy into my you know what,
You know what? Yeah. It's
but
very kiddie.
also be
Maybe she
knowledgeable
is
of it.
a
Like
child.
who knows about who knows about why sex happens and still calls it putting his thingy into my you know what. Right? It's
Mhm.
very confusing to me. Anyway, I'll talk
Yeah.
about that later.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not moaning. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then. What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was Dumbledore. Because he's just out here. He lives out here now.
Oh my god.
Alright, chapter 5 is
Um.
yours.
Alrighty. Author's note: stop flamming. Or is this flaming? I
No,
can't
it's not
tell.
flaming. They're flamming her. God.
Okay, but that's spelled flaming.
No, okay, well, yeah. Actually, that one is spelled flaming. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. Stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a pauser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is because he had headache. Okay, and on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews.
No, it's French. It's revoir.
Revoir.
Revoirs? Yeah.
Revoirs. Okay. Um, Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. Okay. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry,
You
tears of blood
ludicrous fools!
down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a
Wait, can I
furious
stop you
voice.
here? Can I stop you here?
Hmm.
I just
Yeah.
noticed she spelled ludicrous as in the singer ludicrous.
Yeah.
And that makes it twice as funny. Okay.
I think that's how you spell the word, though.
No, it's not. There's no way. There's
No,
absolutely
it's
no way
not.
they
It's, it's
Wait, did
not.
you actually.
No, 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 no. Sorry. Mind blank. Yeah, she spelled it wrong.
Okay. Keep going.
All right. All right, I'm gonna move on. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? I'm sorry, that's iconic. Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her! Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, fine. Very well, you may go up to your room. So that's not a good excuse. What? Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and hair and changed into a low-cut, black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing "I Just Want to Live" by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed.
Yeah, wait, why is he in front of the...
I don't know.
Why is he so wet?
I don't know. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room.
I'm sorry, Brandon, but my author's notes on my chapters are obviously the best author's notes. And I feel so bad that you don't get to read them.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Shit up preps, okay? P.S. I would not update up till you give me good revows. Alright. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top. Do I really have to read these descriptions? And a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. Of course, they're black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. With the color, the idea purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk in a glass of red blood. Maybe I should explain that I don't think the author did, but I'm pretty sure these people are vampires. I'm like 99% sure.
Yeah, they are.
Did she say that in the beginning though, or is that something you're just supposed to know?
No, hold on.
I don't think so, right? I actually okay. I'm not scrolling back because I really don't want.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, don't scroll back. No, I can do it. She does say that she's a vampire in the first chapter, but she also says that she's a witch. So,
I guess you can read both.
Yeah, right. You can.
I'll run with it. All right. Suddenly someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shot. It's freaking Oblivion dialogue here. Stop! You violated the law. Bastard, I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's. There was no scar on his forehead anymore, which means this can only be one person. Anyway, I'm spoiling it. He had manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
What the hell?
So do you know those AI that people program to write stories online?
Yes.
You know how they have to do like multiple cycles of like human writing in order to actually produce something like readable?
Yeah.
This is like if you made an AI go through just a random picture of a random 90s boy band, spray paint it black, and make it like just throw a Harry Potter volume at it. And this is what you get. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's all right. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, though most people call me Vampire these days. He grumbled. I see Harry Potter really matured. Honestly, I would prefer Vampire over Harry any day. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human. Oh wait, I'm not giggling to that. That's stupid. Because I love the taste of human blood. He giggled. Well, I am a vampire. I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. This is very odd dialogue. I should think. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me. So I went away with him.
Oh Lord.
Oh, chapter
Okay, let's
7.
keep moving.
Oh, she starts naming them now.
Yes. Okay. So I have an author's note. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only reading this because I got 5 God reviews.
No, it's not reviews. It's not reviews.
It said reviews.
Oh, I see. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. And BTW, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10. God, Vaughn. Stow flaming or I'll report you. Avani isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a satanist, and she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Drake. Okay, let's go to the actual
That
chapter.
explains it.
Yeah. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. Sorry. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Maru Su to you? Question mark.
I love how you're trying to make it sound like you're trying to actively trying to make it sound like the actual writing that she's writing, but you're also like in your head you're subconsciously like rewriting it to make more sense.
Yeah. Because I recognize how bad this is.
Because you said like correctly. I don't know if you realized that, but you said like correctly. And I think that's going to start happening a lot more often as you get through.
Okay. I waved to Vampire. Who didn't wait? I'm so confused. Anyway, let me just keep going. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door.
Uh-oh.
Then...
Now you get one.
Yeah, I do. Okay. We started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically.
How do you passively French kiss someone? God.
Before I took off my top, then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex.
Her author's note after the end.
See, is that stupid? Screaming. Okay. Oh, Draco, I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I'd never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody gothic writing, were the words, vampire. I was so angry. You bastard, I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand, Draco pleaded, and I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes all huffily.
Of course.
And then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you know what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. I'm so confused.
I like how she switches between like pouty 14-year-old and Samuel L. Jackson every 5 seconds.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Because I read that last quote in Samuel L. Jackson's voice, straight up.
I can see that.
Oh my goodness. Wait, so I'm confused. Wait, what was Draco just naked now? Is he just running around the...
Well, I'm confused Is it Draco or is it Harry? Like,
No, no, no. There is no Harry. He's been erased. It is now only Vampire. Vampire
okay, well,
Potter.
was Vampire the one that was having sex with her? Or was
No, no,
it
no, no. I think she was having sex with Draco, and then she saw something. She saw that Draco is like gay for Vampire, and she got real
mm,
mad, and just accused him of having AIDS, I guess,
mm,
and ran out. Um,
I'm
I
really
don't. Yeah,
confused,
it's
but
it's a little bit
yeah.
confusing. It's so beautiful though. Like just the amount of emotion she's able to pack into every
Hmm.
sentence, not in the story itself, but in the reader,
Hmm.
is just. I don't know, man. I try for hours and hours to try and get the same tension in my own stories, and I can never achieve it. It's just so brilliant.
Oh, same here. And I just feel like this is just writing a story and just like making up things as you
No,
go. I don't
but
feel
see,
like
it's
there was
brilliant in its
any
own
thought process.
right. It's brilliant in its
Hmm.
own right because it embraces the fact that the only way to truly build tension is by having the reader not know anything about what's happening next.
Right.
It's so literary. You just don't understand, Brandon.
Okay.
Okay, chapter
You can go
8.
into that bit. Yeah.
Author's note: stop flassing. Okay. If you
I feel like
do,
this
then
was
you are a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though. There it is! He's still naked! Even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back. God, it must be so awkward living at this weird, demented version of Hogwarts, where Draco is like a goth and just running around naked with his massive willy just throughout every classroom. Like, I mean, that would suck. And if Hogwarts isn't closed by now, like after all that fighting Voldemort crap, well, certainly is now. Is all I'm
yeah.
saying. Ebony, it's not what you think. Draco screamed sadly. Hold on, I need some water. Mm. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. Okay, she flipped her long waist length waist. It's I see. Waist length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood. They're all wearing and she was wearing contact lenses on. Wait, so she actually has red blood, like red eyes, but she's just
Okay.
wearing contact lenses, while everyone else is wearing red contact lenses, which I think is hilarious. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on.
Uh,
Hermione was kidnapped when she was 4. Great. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother. And her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. Jesus. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith, not Granger.
what?
Since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. What is that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? That's actually pretty in character of Snape. Snape
Yeah.
demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped.
What?
Go on, gasp. Come on, you have to. I don't know why
What?
Ebony was so mad at me. I'd went out with Vampire, I'm bi, and so's Ebony.
what?
Wait, okay, so this is just the author talking in the middle of her own story. For a
Yeah.
while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. Jesus.
Okay.
It's so violent. Oh god. It's so like innocent, semi-innocent, and at the same time just so absolutely vicious.
Mm.
It's we were such good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore," said Vampire. "Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard," I screamed. I ran out of the room and back into the Forbidden Forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco. And then I started to bust into tears.
Okay. So
No.
what I'm picking up, okay. So Draco had a tattoo of vampire on his arm because he and vampire used to date. But
Right?
now Draco is with Ebony. But
Mm-hmm.
now Ebony is mad at vampire for sleeping with Draco in the past. But like, why is that like, I don't know. That's
Well, it's a
just so.
problem to a 14-year-old, like a teenager,
I
a
guess so.
teenage girl probably, who's
Yeah.
very high on probably. I'm guessing, of course. I'm not a teenage girl,
Hmm.
but
Right.
anyway, I'm not keep going. It's your chapter.
Okay. Author's note. Stop flaming me, okay?
No,
Oh
you
no.
added the me. Come on, read the grammar,
Stop flaming,
Brandon.
okay? Um,
Read that
I
word. I dare you.
didn't, I didn't read all the books. This is from the
And
movie,
there it is.
okay?
My suspicions confirmed. She didn't read all the books. She only watched the movie. All right, keep
Yeah.
going.
Okay, so it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears Basuizers because I don't even know.
Just skip
I
it. Just pass. Just
said
pass.
I said he had a headache and the resin snap doesn't lick Harry now is cause he's Christian and vampire is a Satanist.
You heard it here
MCR rocks.
first, folks. Snap, aka Snape, is a Christian. He is indeed a Christian. I guess she got that
Got it.
from the movie.
Yep. Okay. So I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. And all of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose, and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort.
No, it's Voldemort, the
No
one character
way.
in the Harry Potter universe that should be gothic but is
I
not.
know. I know.
Oh no, it's
Um,
preppy Voldemort.
no, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious! And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell of his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Mood. I don't know why that's so funny. Ebony, he yelled. Wait, it's a period, but there's no explanation point.
Ebony.
So,
Yeah,
Ebony, he yelled.
he yells in lowercase.
Interesting. Thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looked just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up?
Oh
No,
my, she
Voldemort.
just
I'm shouting
realized
back.
it.
Okay. Voldemort gave me a gun. No. Please, I begged. Thou
Oh,
must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
I guess Avada Kedavra stopped working for him. Wasn't quick enough.
How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude you're so retarded look on his face. I hacked telekinesis. He answered cruelly. That's not telekinesis at all.
It's not.
Okay.
Keep
Um,
reading.
if you doth not kill vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad, I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods.
Oh,
Draco, I said. Hi. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard
she
Way.
really loves Joel Madden.
And yeah. Um, are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled. That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, written out.
Wait, yeah, they just walked the entire distance from the Forbidden Forest into the castle, just straight up, like, tongue in each other's throats. That whole chapter, man. It's a ride. It's a ride.
Okay, this next. This next. Author's note.
Yeah, this is where she starts getting mad. Alright, hold
Okay.
on. I need a drink of water before I get into this.
Okay, I'm gonna get some as well.
Wait, you didn't bring water?
No, I did, but I finished it. I know I had like juice, but
Oh, okay. I'll wait.
oh, don't wait. Might as well.
Okay, well, I guess do you really want to miss it though, Brandon? It's so
No,
riveting.
I'm here. I'm literally like bringing
okay.
myself. Yeah.
Stop it, you gay fags. Okay. If you do not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle, a flirt. All what? Isn't a muggle a flirt? All and she and vampire are evil. Oh, why? Why'd you make me read that, Brandon? You spoiled it. You indirectly spoiled it. She and vampire are evil. That's why they mobbed houses. Okay. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset I was even upset went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron. Although we call him... Oh! Diablo! Okay, I kept seeing that name later on, but I didn't really know who it was. Okay, so it's Ron. He was black. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it.
He was black.
He was black now. And Hagrid. Only... It's not Hagrid, mind you. It's Hagrid. I don't think Hagrid is the same as Hagrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and wrote songs, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. Not like a wooden steak. I mean an actual steak from a cow.
From a cow. I'm dead.
And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. Riddle me, I don't think The Corpse Bride was a depressing movie, wasn't it? It didn't have a happy ending.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of.
It's just a Tim Burton movie, and all the Tim Burton movies have a happy ending. Well, I mean, they have like a semi... Okay, you know what? I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. I promise. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. Wow. F-bombs galore. Jeez. Really tearing into a Voldemort, I guess. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind the wall. As he does. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you fucking poser muggle bitch. See, is that out of character? I started to cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry always. Wait, so is everyone just randomly crying?
The
Wait, what about what about everyone else in the band? Are they just
I
sitting
don't
there
know.
watching people like just randomly break into tears?
Or she probably forgot to write them. I don't know.
Yeah, she probably forgot about him. Let's be honest. He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony Draco has been. Ebony. Oh, there's supposed to be commentary. Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Wait, but I thought. Wait.
You're gonna wait. I thought. Okay. Let me stop laughing. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing
Yeah.
because
Don't stoop down
there's
to
an
that level.
Yeah, there's an inconsistency because she said earlier in the paragraph, or the chapter, that a vampire can't kill themselves by committing suicide, only by a cross or a stake. So, how does this happen?
I don't
Well, I mean, you
know.
can commit suicide without dying, can't you?
But I'm reading the next part in my head.
Mm,
Okay, you do it out loud. You do it out loud.
okay, sure. So author's notes. We
Of
love
course.
that. I said, stop flaming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. 1111. It deals with really serious issues.
You're doing good, honestly.
See for yourself if it's stupid. BRW, thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. Okay. Let's get into this. No, I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off. I'm sorry I started that so serious. And I ran into my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Okay. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. It got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song, at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart.
Again, not the wooden stake. She just grabs a sirloin and sticks it straight into her chest.
Oh god. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandally. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me. Yeah, and he was taking a videotape of me. And Loopin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks.
Lupin's got some skill, man.
Ew,
That's
you
hard
fucking
stuff.
pervs.
That's
Stop
pretty
looking
difficult.
at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Abracadabra?
He doesn't even say it right.
Okay. He yelled at Snape, and Lupin pointing his wound. What? I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly,
You mess with the Glock, you get the clock.
Oh wait, okay, but the way that she shot him a gazillion times, and she didn't hit either of them.
That's one hell of an extended mag. Jeez.
But like her aim is so off. Anyway, suddenly Dumblydore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has. No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin. And then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. Wait, I'm so confused. I thought
I
that
am
was
too, but it's beautiful.
okay. I
Wait, what are
may
you
be a
confused about?
Hogwarts because I thought Hagrid was
No, no,
not
no,
a
no.
student. I thought he was like a professor.
It's not Hagrid. It's Hargrid. They're
Mm,
different characters. See, I was confused at
Clearly, I
first
missed
too.
that memo.
Yeah.
Clearly, I missed that memo. Um, I may be a Hogwarts student. Um, Hargirid paused angrily, but I am also a Satanist. This cannot be. Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. There must be other factors. You don't have any, I yelled madly. Lupin held up the camera elephantly. I'm sorry. Um,
Triumphantly.
okay. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I
Yeah,
felt,
Lupin really needs to finish, dog.
yeah, yeah, more
He's
than I
just
normally
he's
do.
sitting on his broomstick jerking off. You didn't even let him finish. You
More
just
than I
shot him a
normally do.
gazillion times.
hmm Like how it feels when you don't drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. Then heard the words bef- that I'm sorry, I'm really confused. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hardgid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his hand in the
Oh,
air. When they swooped in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Because you're gothic? Snap asked in a little afraid voice. Because he was a friend, it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her. Okay, let me just stop real quickly and just say this. Um, there are so many things wrong with this, but I feel like the biggest problem that this has is like at least it would be a little bit readable if she took time to just stop and use spell check and check over her words. Because how do you go from saying Snape, right, to saying snap? Like, and literally not even that far of a distance between where she uses those two sentences. It's just the laziness. I can't.
yeah, no, no, no. I'm pretty sure it gets better. Like where I think they transform because Hargrid went from Hargrid to Hargirid to Hargid.
Mhm.
So
So what is it?
I don't. I think it's Hargrid. I think she's sticking with Hargrid. Also, Lupin and Snap are like. I mean, is that not a cereal company? Like, come on, that crap. That.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just think it's hilarious that Hargrid. It was it. Yeah, it was Hargrid. Hargid. Hargid swoops in singing a gothic cover of a 50 Cent song. What 50 Cent song was he singing?
I
Cause
don't know.
I kind of want to see this as like a feature film. Just heart like Hagrid, but like Walmart Hagrid coming in like just randomly flying in singing 50 Cent. Anyway, I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, I got chapter 12. Um,
Okay.
do you actually know what's going on, Brandon? Like, do you have any slightest idea of what's going on here?
I'm a little bit lost. Like I was following the plot up until then, but the past chapter I read, I don't really understand. So basically, like two people were looking into the room when she was dressing, and then stuff spiraled from there. I'm really
No,
confused, to
she
be honest.
shot him. I'm pretty sure. Didn't she shoot him with the Glock? She
She
got him with the
tried
Glock.
to. She tried to, but I think that was the same gun. If correct me if I'm wrong, that
That
she was
Voldemort
supposed
gave
to
her,
be
right?
shooting. Yeah,
Yeah, to
she was
shoot
supposed to be
Draco.
shooting someone. Yeah.
I guess
So,
she just wasted her gazillion bullets on Snap and Lupin.
well,
Man, it
maybe it's a
sucks.
magical gun. Maybe it doesn't have
Oh,
to relay. You
maybe.
know,
You're right. You're
maybe.
right. Yeah, okay. Author's note, chapter 12. Stop f-ing, okay? Hargrid is a pedo too. A lot of
What?
people in American schools. Oh, that's German for American. American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap? You ain't? Yeah, yan't? Christian plus Hargrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric. Oh, so Hargrid is Cedric.
Okay, got it.
I get it now. But wasn't... Oh, yeah. Cedric is the reappearing one. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was about to go slit my wrists again with the silver knife that
What?
Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together.
Okay.
No! I thought it was Hargrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream, OMFG, no! My scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red white. Wait, come on now.
What?
You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt and turned back into a lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage! Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Loopin and Hargrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles. Jesus Christ. And you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the video camera. They took of me naked. I put my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hargrid came to my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. NOB, I need to tell you something, Nig, he said in a very serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hargrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, NOB, Hargrid says. Those are not roses. What, are they goths too, you poser prep? I asked, because I was angry that he had bought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. Wait, what? Wait, what's going on here?
I'm so confused.
No, you didn't.
That's what I'm telling you.
I replied. Okay, it's supposed to be no, you didn't, comma, end quotation, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Loopin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? It is.
Yes.
It is, and it's hilarious. To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. Those aren't roses. He suddenly looked at him with an evil look in his eye and muttered, what? Oh, and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR spell. Can you imagine, you know that scene where Harry and Voldemort are like battling on the roof, and there's the jet of green light. It's like the epic ending scene of the 7th movie. Can you imagine if Harry just fails to say Expelliarmus and instead just starts saying, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. And then Voldemort goes, that's not a spell, that's an MCR spell. Credits roll. Anyway, I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petulus Marengo me cremis Chemically Romacio, for all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. I am Imo Noto Okayo. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. For a second, I thought it said I was black.
But didn't she just say it was black? Why did she have to say and it was black? Or was she talking about the air?
I saw some red roses in my lawn, and they were red. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you. Now, what the fuck is Draco? Oh, it's where the fuck. Where the fuck is Draco? Hairgrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. See, she starts using abbreviations instead of actual words.
She got lazier as she wrote.
She got late. Like, if you thought it was possible, she gets lazier. Like, I didn't. I actually.
Because I was gonna say that, like, the actual story, like, yeah, sure, there's like some grammar mistakes here and there, but like overall, like, she does a good job of like decently writing, but like, because I thought the author notes were bad. But no.
Yeah, no, it was actually like she spelled the names right, like in the beginning few chapters, but now it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, we'll go on with the next line here. You can tell. See, it says, "You see, Anabi," Dumblydore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. Dumbledore starts speaking in abbreviations here. "To see what is in the flames. Haha, you reviewers, flames, get it? You must find yourself first, okay? I have found myself, okay, you mean old man," Harkrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hairgrid stormed off back into his bed. "You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore." Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. Didn't she? Okay. I seem to remember she wore this before. So, which means she has like 4 dresses in her closet. Anyway, there was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put it on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me, so I look like Samara from the... Oh my goodness, she looks like the Ring lady. So I look like Samara from the Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. "You look kawaii, girl," Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs get it, you do too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. What? Okay, I slit both of my wrists. Dude, come on, just let them heal. I mean, the nurse is doing her best. I mean, bless her soul. She's really trying here. She's really trying to keep those wrists closed, but I guess Anabi is having none of it. I slit. Wait, where are we? Yes, I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Loopin can spy on me this time. Gotta watch out for Snap and Loopin. They're gonna come. Trying to take an innocent shower. They're gonna swoop in on their brooms with their Cydio camera, and Lupin's gonna be masticating.
Oh man!
I went to some classes. Vampire wasn't the hair of magical magic. Hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a coolly said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's.
Oh
Then
Lord.
we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. And wait, so he's in a class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm getting here is Anabi here, Ebony, Ebony, walks
Ebony.
in to her class, her scheduled class that she signed up
Mm-hmm.
for and is probably worth 3 credit hours. And it's the hair of magic creatures where Vampire Potter is simultaneously no wait, he's just straight up like sucking some dude's blood. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a euphemism or if he's actually just like, just vampiring it up in there.
I
And
think
they
he
say
was just
hi,
vampiring it up.
they look
Yeah.
at each other, and then they jump on each other and just
Uh-huh.
start having
Mm-hmm.
passionate
Yep.
sex in the middle of this class. Right? I can
Yeah.
assume there's other people watching, right?
Yeah, because if he's sucking blood from a Hufflepuff, that means that there has to be more than one person in the room.
I feel like, I'll just go into it afterward. Stop, stop it now, you horny simpletons! Shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. So I was right, everyone was watching them. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. God damn. Oh, it's so realistic. You know I love Draco, I shouted. And then I ran away angrily. Sorry it's taking me so long to finish this chapter, it's hilarious.
That's okay.
Just then he started to scream, OMFG, no! My scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Man, how many times does this happen, dog? This is just like, is this like a daily occurrence? He wakes up, brushes his teeth, washes his face, goes down to eat breakfast, and then he just, no, my scar hurts. He just has a seizure. Maybe he just has epilepsy.
Maybe.
No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. Brandon, they've had this conversation before.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
They...
I'ma hope that's the point.
I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has in bondage. Wait, those are the exact same lines. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like some type of time loop that he's probably stuck on, a spell he's under, but
And then at the
anyways,
end of it,
we are halfway through. We're on the 7th page of 14. So
so like what? Wait, are we gonna stop?
no, we're like
No.
halfway
Oh
through.
yeah, we're halfway done, and it's only taken us an hour and a half to get through such amazing literature. No, but I haven't read the ending author's note. Special
Okay.
thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. What the fuck you supposed to read this? 1111111. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater
A mood. Okay. Chapter 13. Author's note. Raven, thanks for gelping me again. Again. I'm sorry. I talk your poster of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Reps, stop flumigning. Okay. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore. Dude. We both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily.
the insults get better every time.
Voldemort has Draco, we shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony. Okay. He said while he frowned, looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note. Don't you fic gay guys are like so hot. What?
Oh, this
It's
is great.
okay. I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed.
He had a brains.
Yep.
He sat down for a good 20 minutes, drew
Had a
up a
brainstorm and then said,
a pros
I had
versus
an
cons list.
idea. Yep. And then I said, what? I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then, suddenly, we were in Voldemort's lair.
Voldemort's, yes.
We ran in with our wands out just as we heard a croon voice say, Allah Cadavra. It was Voldemort. Has she seriously never heard of Abracadabra?
Abracadabra becomes a abracadabra, and now it's just straight up Allah Cadabra.
Oh god.
Oh no.
14.
Alright, chapter 14. Author's note. Fook off, preps, okay. Raven, thanks for helping again. I'm sorry. I couldn't update, but I was depressed, and I had to go to the hospital cause I slit my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 god rewards. Warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scray. Vile or excretion advised.
Excretion.
Just go take a shit, everyone. It's advised. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was.
Mood.
Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Rid of my sight, you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. He then suddenly looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Period, he said.
Dead. I need that, like, captioned. Period, he said.
In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay? Huh? I asked. And OB, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my boyfriend and then you expect me to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Wait, but I thought she didn't like this dude.
Don't question it. Don't question it.
Snaketail, what art thou doing? Voldemort is quite literally just Jesus Christ. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There I started crying. What's wrong?
What happened to the flying Mercedes Benz?
I guess he crashed it. I don't know. Oh, he probably couldn't pay the lease, so they took it away from him. It's probably impounded. Yeah. Okay, where am I? Oh, what's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sexa. And a really huge you-know-what and everything. We We get so much information and yet so little information
I
about
know.
About Draco's like dick. Like
It's
it's just
funny.
so yeah. I don't. Anyway, it's so unfair. I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls in preps here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything? Why would you want to
The
be?
shade. But it's a
Why?
shade to every girl looking
Yeah,
for what?
I know. It's hilarious. Why can't I just be ugly? Oh, it hurts. Oh, the pain. Uh, why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They're such fucking sluts, answered Draco. Except Draco, ironically, is probably the biggest slut here because
Yeah.
he has apparently had relations with every single person that has been, introduced
Not
up to
calling
now.
it Carl Black. Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Loopin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me, and now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have just made me less beautiful? I shouted angrily. And don't worry, Anobi isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. I'm too good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse! I shouted and then I ran away. The sad thing is I know people like that.
Yeah, I mean, people like this exist, but I almost feel like the writer chose to include this like whole like character dilemma because
No,
she
NLB is
realized
very
that
clearly a self-insert. I agree with you.
yeah, but I think that the writer chose to like include this because the writer was getting slammed for not making the character more, you know, interesting beyond kind of a Mary Sue. If you remember them kind of saying
No,
it's
I
not a
remember.
Mary Sue and all that kind of stuff.
No. I don't think she can ever continue the argument that
Hmm.
NLB is not a Mary Sue. Because,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never read a single character who shouts, why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse.
Yeah, it's
That is such a beautifully crafted line, by the way.
but also like we haven't seen her do many things, so I just don't.
Exactly. Maybe she's just really good at slitting her wrists. See, because Draco like freaking died from it, didn't he?
Mhm.
Like he
Yeah.
straight up just like committed suicide. But I guess, I mean, I don't know if I'm treading dangerous water here, but I don't know if maybe Ebony is just really like really perfect at like not hitting her veins or some crap like that. Because I really haven't seen her do anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, is it? Oh, it's your chapter now.
Yes, it is. All right. So, chapter 15. Author's notes. Stop flaming, okay? By, excuse me, BTW. Use Sook from no on every Tim someone. Excuse me, flams me. I'm gonna slit my wrists. Thanks to Raven for Hillipin. Okay. Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please, come back. But I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go and have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. I look so sexy. He looks so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. Drank the blood, all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. I put on a short, ripped, black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood red letters. It was all ripped and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went upstairs, feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram
Yes,
into a
of
black
course.
guitar.
Advanced biology work.
Yes. Suddenly, the guitar turned to Draco. Anobi, I love you, he
What?
shouted
This is
sadly.
the greatest twist.
I don't care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then, dot dot dot, he started to sing the Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it,
Wait,
right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a
oh my
cross
goodness.
between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. Author's note, don't you think those guys are so hot? If you didn't know who they are, get the fuck out here. OMFG, I said after he was finished. Some fucking preps stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Draco's now. What? At them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hillary Duff. I
Some
fucking
fucking
hate
preps meaning
them,
the
bitch.
freaking cops.
Oh my god.
What is going
Hillary
on?
Duff, but it's the way that Hillary Duff has this author so pressed
Yeah.
because it says started to kiss just like Hillary Duff. I fucking hate that bitch and CMM in a Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Um, then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went to get her. I really hate this story.
What are you talking about? This is the most amazing piece of literature. Like, this is modern art.
Oh god.
I'm gonna go get
Uh,
some water because I'm gonna like laugh myself to death if I don't. So I'll be back.
no problem.
Actually, you know what?
I can read the next one.
Yeah, you
Until
you
you're
read
back.
the next one.
All right. Okay. So, author's note. You know what? Shut up, okay? Prove to me you're nut. Preps. Raven, you suck. You suck, you fucking bish. Gimme back my fucking sweet eat. You soups to writ this. Raven, WTF, you bish. You're supposed to dos. BTW. Thanks to Brittany5655 for Tekken me ma Japanese. Okay. Um, we ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I know that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the
Yeah,
band stage
we
dive.
Frenched.
Yeah. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It's a lot funnier reading that sentence. No, post-COVID times. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Voldemort and the Death
No,
Dealers.
it wasn't Voldemort. It was Voldemort.
Sorry, Voldemort.
Voldemort's slightly
Voldemort.
less known cousin.
Alrighty. WTF Draco, I'm not going to a concert with you. I said angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR and you know how much I lick them. Okay. What? Cause he gadgeted?
Gadgeted, I guess. I don't.
Gadgeted?
I don't really know what that means.
Gadgeted. I think he gagged, I guess. but uncomfortably, because guys don't like to talk about, you know what?
No, 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 no. What
Yeah.
don't we like to talk about? I want to know.
Wait, I'm really confused by this. Okay. Um, yeah, because I yielded in a angry voice. We won't do that again. Draco promise. This time we're going with an escort. What?
Just keep going, man. You
OMFG.
got to power through it.
WTF. Are you giving into the mainstream? I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily.
Wait,
Nobi.
wait. Look, I want to kind of pause here.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, the backslash, you know that line where it says OMFG, what the fuck? That
Hmm.
backslash means it's like poetry stance. So if you're writing a poem and you want to indicate lines, that's how you would do it. So
Yeah.
technically, he just straight up went into like poet form, and he
That's not
wrote
very
this
good.
awesome, like what do they call it, couplet? I don't know what they're called,
Hmm.
and it's now my favorite poem.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on.
Sorry,
Um.
that was just
No,
something
no,
stupid.
no problem. No problem. No problem. It was totally fine. But yeah. Um. Are you becoming a prep or what? Inobi, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. So he just falls to his knees and just starts
There's a lot of
singing.
that. There's a lot of people just breaking into copyright protected music.
I didn't realize that this was a musical. Okay. It was flattened. That's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, then I guess I will have to, I said, and then we French for a while, and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary
There's
was
so much
standing
French
there.
kissing in this man.
Oh my god. Hajime Mashite?
Oh my god, I
Girl?
know what that means, and I feel so bad that I know what I mean. That means.
She said happily, she specs Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do in Japanese? BTW, Willow. That fucking poser got expelled. She failed all her classes, with a K, and she skipped math. Author's note, Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you.
So Willow
Okay.
was Raven's, and like, eh,
Yes.
I don't know what they call them. Uh, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Like Willow was
Yes.
Raven's
Yes.
character. And
Yes.
I want to mention now that I think personally the story behind the author and Raven and all of our other friends is 20 times more exhilarating than whatever this My Immortal crap is.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I can't even exposit more on that.
And
Yeah,
no,
for
no, no,
real.
but the thing is, I think that's the beauty of this story is that
Mhm.
it being so terrible is actually really hilariously deep in a way. It's like very artistic because in a way you could say that she's using this terrible, terrible vessel to portray an actually literary story between her and Raymond. Mind you, we don't really know like the whole context. But you know,
We
if she
really
like
don't.
slowly revealed that stuff to us, I think that would be like this would be an actually brilliant story.
Yeah, but we know she doesn't. So,
Obviously, it's
yeah. Okay. It serves that fucking bit beesh right. I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were felling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not even a scary movie.
That's what you find in Walmart, like in the freaking like the what are they called the shops, the thrift
Hmm.
stores, and like
Yeah.
the little cardboard box in the corner that says free
Yep.
movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Lupin did it with her because he's a neck.
No, 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 no. Wait, where are you? I thought you were where maybe Willow will die too.
Oh, excuse me, I skipped ahead. Um, yeah, you can tell I clearly want to be done with this. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii, Bloody Mary shook her head energetically, lethargically.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, have a confession after she got expelled. I murdered her,
Oh
and
God.
then Loopin did
Oh
it with
God.
her because he's a neck.
Oh my
No,
God. What the hell?
kawaii. I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie.
Wait. I just want to point out her reaction to Willow getting fucking murdered and then being posthumously raped by Lupin. Her response is kawaii.
He says, "Cute." Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh
Oh
my
God.
god.
Okay, you
Okay.
keep going. I'm excited.
Okay. Oh, hey, by BTW. I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade. I can't do this. I said, I seed. I need to wear like the hot set outfit Eva or Eva. Bloody Mary nodded and a regular. Oh my god. Energetically. OMFG, totally let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked. Already getting out my special Hot Topic
Only
loyalty.
real ones have Hot Topic loyalty cards.
I know.
It's
No,
the
my
sign of
head
true
snapped up.
civilization.
Real. What? My head spoon. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, no, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them?
Just like
I asked.
Canadian here.
I know,
Sorry,
sure.
boots.
It would be Draco or Diabolo or Vampire. Don't even say that nam to me or me. Dumbledore. She's seed. Let me just call our Brahms. OMFFG. Dumbledore? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk. She told me, "Come on, let's go." We were going in a few punk goth stores, especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was hotter than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths,
You
me and
go into
Blood.
the store and you're like, hey, can I get can I need some t-shirts. You know, my closet's running low. And he hands you something and you're like, oh, great, can I buy this? And he goes, we only have these for the real goths. And he like spits in your face and kicks
But
you out the
get
door.
this, get this. The real goths, me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't
Oh,
even know they had a camera. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again, I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of black red jewel coming out and a very low cut sweat. I'm so sorry, but her describing her exact uniform, like appearance, is sending me.
you
Okay.
can close your curtains on your shower door. You can close off every single window you have in your room, but Snap and Lupin will always find a way to video you naked.
Okay. Oh, my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks tautly hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you free, because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be at the concert
Oh,
tonight?
store man's trying to
Yeah.
get some juice.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I am, actually. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name's Ebon the Darkness Dementia. Tara, Way. That's what's yours.
I think she
Tom
forgot her
Red.
main character's name.
Wait, yes, she did. That's not her name. That is not her name. It's not a Bondi. Okay, anyway. Tom Red, he said, he ran a hand through his black dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv.
Oh, I hate
Wait.
people like that. I hate people where you're like, hey, do you want to, like, hey, I'm going to the coffee store. I'm going to be nice. You want, like, a cup of coffee or something? Like, you give me some dollars, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. And I have a boyfriend. Like,
Hmm.
bitch, freaking, do you want coffee or not?
I know.
Don't
It's
play.
like,
Yeah.
but like to call someone a perv and like anyway. Um, I yelled
Yeah, and she
angrily.
calls him a perv. Well,
Yeah, like
he's
for
just trying to
what?
sell her a dress.
I know. Okay. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hargrid flew in on his black broom, looking worried.
He's back, baby.
OMG, yes. OMFG, Bondi, you need ought get back into the castle now. Okay. Chapter 17
Yes,
is yours.
yes, yes, it is mine. It is my honor and my duty. Author's note. I said stop flumming the strio. If you're a prep, then do not read it. You can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you are, then fuck off. PZ, Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I'll promise to give you back your poster. Tom Riddle. Alright, so Tom Ridd changed his name real quick. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. Dude, this guy's the worst he's the worst store manager. Are you kidding me?
Ever.
Just handing that crap out. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, cause he was really into fashion and stuff. Wow, he's bisexual. By Szechuan sauce. Anyway, Hargrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. What WTF, Hargrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you joking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Hargrid went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii. Oh, God. She said, yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's pretty. Bro, I thought that said because Willow's pretty annoying. I was like, damn. Because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. Is that a compliment?
No.
I mean I'm almost thin enough to be anorexic. Anyway,
Yeah.
so are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm going with Diablo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. See, it's those sentences that really get me mad. Like,
Like, what was the point of writing that?
yeah, what's the whole point if all you're gonna do is just say, well, anyway, here's what happened. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell that they thought that's not even thought, that's thoofed. Thoofed. We were oots too. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. They need to sell merch of this story. I want Diablo's shirt, and I want the entire ebony getup. Like, I think that would be hilarious to, like, just put on my mantle or, like, on a statue or something. I would totally buy their merch.
Yeah.
He was wearing tons off makeup just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. Bloody Mart. Sounds like a terrible version of Kmart.
Boy Mart.
It's the haunted Kmart. Bloody Mart was going to concert with Dracula. Dracula used to be called Navel, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth, and his real family were vampires. Why is that everyone's black story?
No.
They
No,
died.
dude.
They were dyed a color in a car crash, I guess. Navel converted to Satanism and he went goth. He's in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, God, we all went to Draco's black mercy bends that his dad Lucian gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack.
And crack.
Well, that escalated. Oh yeah, not crack. Crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest. Oh wait, this was on the ride there. Oh wow, they did a lot of stuff. And I'm pretty sure they shouldn't. Oh wait, I guess it is a flying Mercedes-Benz or Mercy-Benz. So I guess they don't really have to drive it. I was about to say, if you're gonna do pot, coke, and crack at the same time, there's no way you're driving a car like that. Like, there's no way.
I mean, they have magic. They could just make
That's
the car
true.
fly.
See, that's the thing. I hate it when people just like, oh, plot hole, cover it with magic. Anyway, Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. Hey, I have long raven black hair. I wonder if I'm sexy.
Okay, don't
Piercing
try it. Don't try it.
blue eyes. He was really sexy, and he had an amazing ethnic voice. What? Okay.
What?
We moshed to Helena in some odor songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled of his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. Wait. Wait. Hold up.
Oh
Hold up.
god. Oh god. We're such children, but anyway.
It was Vladimir and the Death Dealers. The frick is a death dealer? God.
But it's not even a dealer. It's dealer. Like.
The death dealers were like the freaking in elementary school. There's all these kids that would ride around on their bikes and bully everyone who didn't have nice bikes. Those were the death dealers, dog. That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
You moronic idiots! He shooted angstily.
Shooted.
Enobi, I told you to kill Vampire. Thou have failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, please, we begged sadly. But he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black bread.
Bread? What?
He just has a massive baguette.
Why is the bread black?
It's Dumblydore. Okay. It's Dumblydore, the LaFarm employee.
Oh god.
He was wearing a black Blake robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. Was it Avril Lavigne? He shotted a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumblydore! Oh man, that was great. What a great reveal.
Alright, chapter 18. Author's note. Sid stoop flamming. If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. Oh, so I guess now she and Raven are best friends.
Yeah, that's what
again.
I'm saying. It's fascinating. Their storyline is fascinating.
Okay. And you're not a prep. You're Newt's a prep. Fangs from Suitor. Yes, the odor. um, Esson Dumbledore swore is cause a trend to be gothic, so there. Okay.
I have a theory that like old Gaelic, like
Mm-hmm.
ancient Gaelic.
Yeah.
I have a theory that they weren't speaking ancient. Like I don't think that language exists. I think it was just whatever the author's writing here.
Mhm.
I think they were just too advanced and they just started abbreviating crap.
I guess so.
Piss
And
the
everyone
odor
just
as in
understood it.
that sounds like a
Yeah.
spell. Like that sounds like an old spell.
The odor Esson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, black blood bed rips, what?
Lipstick.
Lipstick,
Yeah.
and a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside it. The night before, Draco and I rent back to the skull. Get it? Skull, because I'm gothic and I like Deeth. Um, Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black and the broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR broom. We went
No,
back.
a black MCR boom.
Oh, boom! Excuse me.
Yeah, come on, Brandon.
We went back to our rooms and we had, you know what, to a Linkin Park song.
That's an
Well, anyway,
accomplishment. I don't think
yeah,
there is a single person that could possibly get off
no, to not
to
to Linkin
having
Park.
sex to Linkin Park. That is an achievement.
Oh man. Well, anyway, I went down to the great. It's like she purposefully tries to spell words wrong. Hall. The walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you food see that there was pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were pastors of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and
There's just
Backstreet Boys.
there's just a bunch of like preachers and deacons everywhere.
What? WTF, I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow.
I
I
thought
thought
Willow
it was
died.
dead.
I thought she got murdered and posthumously raped.
Wait. I thought she died.
Yeah, and I
Okay, this
thought
is
Ebony's reaction was kawaii. What the heck?
this is so weird. Okay, Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini in a good scrollute a t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing on it that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Okay,
It's so
Vampire and
tedious.
Dracula. Yeah, and Draco came up, or excuse me, came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Those,
That is their only point.
oh my god,
That
those
is the
guys.
reason they are bi. It's because
Yeah.
they want to know who's sexier.
Those guys are so fucking hot. Naval was saying as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was what? He was
I thought
the same
Dumbledore's a
one
prep.
who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and
God,
he
that's a
had
sight. Have you seen the Mark Zuckerberg picture where he has like plaster on his face?
yeah,
That's what I'm imagining in my head
yeah, I
right
am
now.
too. But he's not tan. But yeah, I know what you mean. Um, okay, where was I? And he had died, not died, like as in
Yeah,
pass
yeah,
away.
no, no. She uses them interchangeably.
His hair,
His
not hair,
rabbit.
his rabbit, black. Dumbledore won. We can all guess. WTF, I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor door was started to cheer. Well, we Goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. One. By BTW, you can call me Albert. He called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way like Gerard. And I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis.
Oh. Dumbledore's midlife crisis. He just goes gothic. He straight up just turns into a Satanist.
Has Willow returned from the dead or something? And
Yeah.
she's just out here like. Okay. Anyways.
Also, no. Also, note the classes available here at this school. This prestigious magic school. You have magic. What was it? Magical magic creatures.
It was hair of magical
Yeah.
magic creatures. Yeah.
And then we have transformation, and we have biology.
Advanced biology. Okay.
The only 3 subjects you ever need to learn.
Well, yeah, if you can do magic, you can practically do anything.
No.
So.
You don't even need to know how to do magic. You just need to know
That's the thing, they
magical
don't
magic
even teach
hair.
Magic. They just teach. I don't even know.
Magical magic hair.
All right, you have chapter 19.
I'm not okay, I promise. Fuck. I just said that sentence. Please stop flaming the story. If you do, you're a Falcon prep, and you're jealous. Okay, 1-1. From Noak und Gong to Delt, your men revoir. 1-1-1. By BTW, Evanyid, a poor blood, so dare. 1 fangs, 2 raven, 4 help. 1-1. Whew. Alright. I got through that without messing up. Alright. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumblydore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to. The MCR concert. It had been postponed, so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room, sadly, to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad at me and started crying, all hot and angsty. Sensitive, bye guys, so hot. You know, honestly, I bet I could just bawl my eyes out. I could just smack my foot into this wicked corner and just start bawling on the floor. And I think this author would think I'm so hot. I mean, she's probably like soaking herself if I stub my toe. Like,
I don't even understand. I don't get it. I really don't get this entire story. But anyways,
no one fucking understands me. He shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes, like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
I'm just imagining like a black rabbit just jumping in someone's eyes. Like, oh my god.
No. Billy Joe in Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Yeah, it's like the dog cover of Broken Dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black dye. Get it? Instead of tie. Oh, she did that on purpose. Oh, frick you, man. That's... I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it. All over it. Huh? Oh.
2 chains all over it.
Wait, no. It's all over it. A black leather beanie, black high-heeled boots, and a cross belly ring. That actually sounds pretty cool. The cross belly ring.
Yeah.
I don't really know how that works.
The chains over her top.
Yeah. I think this is one of the cooler gothic things she's envisioned.
Yeah.
My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee in Gong Under. Accuse me, but what about me? I growled. Wait, he didn't accuse. What? Wait, what? but. He grunted. He grunted. You fucking bastard, I moaned. Just
Wait,
the
I'm
action
so
descriptors
lost.
here. The verbs.
I'm so lost.
No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily. Cring! Draco. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept. What? I. I don't know about you, but I'm imagining her doing the whip. Like doing the dance move, the whip.
She was whipping while she was weeping. I call
I
it.
whipped and wept as my bloaty eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my face. Down my feces.
What?
Down my feces. Like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I sure hope she didn't video her feces. That's just
I
not
think
okay.
my faces, but oh my god.
I took out a cigarette, and started to smoke pot. No, but she capitalized it, so it kind of goes more like, I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Suddenly, Hargrit came. He had a pureed.
Aperiated.
You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. Gosh darn it, her pot. What WTF do you think you're doing in the girls' room? That's a good question. Only it wasn't Hargrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Riddle or maybe Draco, but it was Dumblydore. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who... What? You know who MCR are, I gasped. Oh, she's aghast that he knows who MCR is. You know who MCR are, I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. What was the point of his question?
What was the point of the chapter? I'm just so lost. Like, I'm really trying to follow the story up until now, but it's just so, like, all over the place, I feel like.
Chapter 20 is so terrible. Oh, I just read it ahead. All right, you get it. You got this. I believe. I trust you.
Alrighty. Author's note. I did not see or what you think. Stuff. Plot. Cliffing. Okay.
The P is silent, like pterodactyl.
Flamin'. Okay, preps. 1 thanks to Raven for the help. 1 oh yeah. By the way, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. Okay. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I popped on a black letter mini.
Oh, what's the description again? God.
Yeah, corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. MCR were gone to do the concert again. Volksy Mort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited.
So she slits her wrists when she's sad. She slits her wrist when she's angry. And she slits her wrist when she's excited.
Yep.
And happy. So is there any part of the day where she's not slitting her wrists?
I guess not. Let's continue. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang Yu, the Venom. I got all mad and turned it all off.
Turn it off.
But sacredly, I hopped inside.
Sacred that.
Yeah, but sacredly, I hopped inside that it was Draco, so we could do it again. What do you fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say
Famous
that because,
last words, buddy.
oh my god, because Dumblydore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo.
Wait, so Dumbledore doesn't
Wait,
fire them. He just
that's what I
tells
was
everyone.
gonna say.
He just tells everyone to take
He
precautions.
just says, take precaution, guys. These guys are pedos, but he doesn't actually do anything as the headmistress. Okay.
But they're the only two
Anyways.
teachers, apparently.
God. No, actually, get it? Hell. What? I get it, but oh my god. Can I please borrow some condoms?
Wait. So Lupin and Snap, right? Oh no, it's Lupin. Lupin comes to this teenage girl's bathroom, barges in to ask her for male condoms.
Yep.
Continue.
Got it. Okay. Oh god. Yeah. So you can fook your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fooker, he said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall
What?
doing it.
Wait.
And Dobby was
Oh god.
What?
Wait, that is the most beautiful twist in all of literary history.
Wait. One. Okay, let's move on. Oh my god, you ludicrous idiots. They both shooted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though.
This is some weird orgy, dog.
Normally I would have been torn. What? I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking prep. But BTW, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now.
Just so you know.
WTF. Is that why you wanted condoms? I asked her sadistically. See, I spelled that. Wait.
She spelled it right. She didn't spell the right word right, though.
She didn't use the right word. She spelled it right.
Yeah,
but
she spelled the word right, but she didn't use the right word.
Yeah.
So even when she's right, somehow she's wrong.
Oh my god. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replied. You dimwit, Snake began to shoot angrily. And then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them.
Oh, she got him back. She got him back in the end.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now
Quite literally sexual harassment.
Literally this book.
On both sides, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
You bastards. I started to run. They chased me but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. WTF, where'd Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Vampire said, shaking his head. You wanna come with me?
Oh, she's using the wrong cum. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh.
Oh man, to the concert? Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given
Sirius
it to
Black.
The license plate on the front said Seed, MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Anobi on it.
Wait, so he's flying 2 different licenses. It's not even legal. What the
The fact that he spelled her name wrong. She's okay with that.
I don't think she remembers her name anymore.
Okay, I gasped. We flew to the concert hall.
That was her reaction to all this.
Yep. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some cring.
Yeah. It's crying the same way Tony the Tiger says great.
Crying.
Yeah.
I turned and saw Draco crying in the corner. Okay.
All right, chapter 21, author's note. Fuck you, okay? You fucking sook. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bish Ravern, cause it fuck you, preps. It whoops, says Raven. Thanks for the help. By the way, Transylvania rocks rad. 1. I even got to go to the castle where Dr. Cola was filmed. I'm glad I met Dr. Pepper's brother.
Mess.
Later we all went in the skull. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. Well, now I have to do it in a gothic voice. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch. Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, damn, man. He shouted angrily. He stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I stated to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. They're like, what, do they swore on the Bible or some crap? What is this? They're making statements now?
I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird.
It's okay, Anobi, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. I mean, you're not wrong.
The way she spilled.
I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come. He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. His pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophone, then fuck off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got... I'm sounding like Shaggy now. My freaking throat. We heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility coke.
Invincibility.
No, his black invincibility coke. It's like a Coke can.
I was thinking like cocaine.
Oh yeah, that works
But, like,
too, I guess. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris. He makes an appearance! And by the way, people who don't know, Mr. Norris is the actual janitor's cat. So I'm very, very glad that he's actually just taken over the job of janitor. that the janitor for this entire screwed up version of Hogwarts is literally just a cat. Mm-hmm. Shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. She got Filch and Mr. Norris mixed up. She thinks Filch is the cat. That's hilarious. That is so funny. So I like to imagine it's just Mr. Norris is still the cat, and Filch is just it's just the actual person, and the cat can talk now and has sentience, and like Filch like went insane after the events of Harry
Why?
Potter.
Because of magic. That's all we're gonna say.
Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, you pretty little poser son of a fucking bitch. Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Excuse me, who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filth, is there anyone under the cloak? He asked. I want to get a cat and name him Filth now. I think that's hilarious. Filth nodded. And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak one. What the? He yelled, but it was too late because now we were ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. I thought, correct me if I was wrong, no.
The location changes.
Okay,
location changes. They were in the school.
Wait, where was Draco before this? Oh, he was in the common room.
They were in the common room, yeah.
Right.
And then I guess they ran outside.
But yeah, what happened? Wait, but then what? Wait, what? Mr. Norris would have caught him because Draco straight up just teleported.
I guess
Okay.
so.
All right. It's magic. Draco, I cried. Are you okay? I guess though. Draco wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid on the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up, and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door, and Fug and the Mystery of Magic walked in. The Mystery of Magic walked into the school. Oh my god, it's heating up. Oh, it's heating up. I might even have to open my Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, it's fancy. Okay. Author's note. STFU. Perhaps stoop flaming me. Okay, if you didn't lick it, fuck off of. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault. Okay, 1-1. You suck. 1. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Preps suck. Fook. 1. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Okay. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me where?
Standing in
front of me where? This sentence just does not make sense grammatically.
It's not bloody Mary anymore. It's B semicolon bloody.
D semicolon bloody. Mary. Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. Okay. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight...
Wait, so how did she see them if she didn't have her eyes open?
How is Willow here if she's dead?
She came back. Using magic.
Well, she died. That's my point.
Yeah,
Anyways,
well...
Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy, simple plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way.
Everyone looks like Gerard Way! God,
so fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped, so it showed all of her clearage, with a white apron that said "Beesh." and other swear words, and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was wearing a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it, and a lace up top thing, and black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle.
Oh, shit.
I,
Crab and Goyle are here
yeah,
too.
yep, the
Wow.
whole gang.
That's
It
crazy.
turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his
Jesus.
wrists with a razor. He raped them and stuff before too. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism.
There's just one lucky guy out there called Stan that everyone worships and he doesn't know why.
That's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Stan culture on Twitter.
Oh, that
and
too.
TikTok. Yeah, I was just. That's so funny.
They all got so depressed that they became gothic and started to cancel people on Twitter.
I know. OMFG, I yielded as I jumped up. Why the are you here? Are you all here? Anobi, something is really up. Draco said,
Oh man.
but okay, but I need to put
don't
my clothes on first, I shouted angrily. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look kawaii, by the way. You're so beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling, but you have to tell me why you're being all erected.
What does that mean? Please tell me.
I don't know.
God, what does erective mean?
I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red
These
eyeshadow.
description
And white
sections are
foundation.
killing me.
You're not the one that has to read them. Then I
Yeah.
came. We all went outside the Great Hall and looked
The
in
Great
from the
How.
Yep. A prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hillary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her.
Everyone who's a prep, where's Hillary Duff? Somewhere on their outfit.
It's so weird. It's so weird. So inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was
Cornelia
there,
fudged. Cornelius.
shouting at Dumbledore. Dolores Rumbridge was there too. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You are not fit to be principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You're too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. Mood. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said, angrily. But we cannot do this. We can't close the school. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. And her name is... That's not her name. But Enemy, Darkness, Dementia, Ravenway. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each
It's a freaking list.
I gasped. Okay.
The bark lord is planning to kill the students. It's just it's a golden retriever that someone's sharpied angry eyebrows onto.
Yeah. Oh god.
You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous.
That line sent me of all.
Okay, author's note, chapter 23. Dut the fuck up, beaches. You're just jealous, cause I got 10,000 revoirs. 1. Thanks to Raven for the help in telling me about the books Girl Lou rock. Let's go shopping together. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and, did she spell professor wrong? Yeah, she did. Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledore... God.
It's like every so often she just insults Dumbledore for no reason.
I don't know how she does it, but every time it gets funnier. Dumbledore and Rumbridge sawed us. Mr. Way, what the beep are you doing? Wait, she censors herself. That's amazing. Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. Oops, she made a mistake, he corrected her. She means, hi everybody,
He
come in.
corrupted her. He corrupted her.
Oh, I messed up.
No,
Oh,
it's
he
okay.
corrupted her. She means, hi everybody, come in. Again, using the worst mistake I think I've ever seen in literature. Well, we all came in angrily. So did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco and opposite Bloody Mary. Crabbe and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They all looked exactly like Vilvoyo. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from. Is that the only thing she eats? Come on. Variety in your diet,
Well, she's
man.
a
You can get
vampire.
constipation or some crap. Then
She's
I
a
heard.
vampire, so.
Yeah, but what self-respecting vampire takes only Count Chocula with their
I
blood?
think that's
Like
the
usually
only,
don't they
like,
have a massive
vampire
feast,
related.
right? They have this massive feast and like all the good food and then they drink the blood in the wine glass.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this vampire literally just downs Count Chocula. Like she must have eaten like 30 boxes by now. Anyway,
Yeah.
then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire! He and Draco were shooting at each other. Vampire or Draco? WTF? I asked. You fucking bastard, yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to shit next door. What?
What?
They're arguing about... because I think Draco wants to sit next to Ebony.
Shit next to her. Oh my god.
He makes a Freudian slip and instead says shit. That's pretty relatable. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
I do.
No, I do, shouted.
I think it's even funnier.
No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco. This sounds like this conversation I had or I saw someone have with like a taxi driver in New York. When I went to New York City and a taxi driver almost ran some dude over, they just started screaming "fuck you" at each other, like
Yeah.
over and over and over and over again. This is what this sounds like. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She laves me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. God, I was wondering when he'd come back. Jeez. He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he fell through fell apart. That's a very, very long way of saying he came in through the window. Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. What a weakling! God, Brittany. Jeez. Grow some balls. God. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort! Ebony. Darth Vader!
What?
You thought the multiverse was fake? Oh, Darth Vader's here too now, said evilly in his raspy voice. Thou have failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. Dude, this bad guy is like that evil fox from Dora the Explorer, where he always tries to.
Swiper.
Yeah, Swiper. He's like freaking Swiper. He comes like, I'm gonna kill Vampire and Draco, and then Dumbledore's like, go away, and then he's like, okay, bye, and he leaves. If thou does not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too! Please don't make me kill him, please, I begged. No, he laughed crudely. Kill him or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away cackling. I bust into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me. Jeez.
Oh my god.
That's intense, man. Because suddenly my eyes rolled up, so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lighting flash, and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco. While Draco slit his wrists in a depressed way. Wait, so Voldemort here is coming to kill Draco, and Draco says, "Nope, I'm doing it myself," and he just kills himself right before Voldemort can. No, I screamed sexily. Suddenly, I locked up and stopped having the vision. Ebony, are you alright? Asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's alright, N.O.B., said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. OMFG, what if I'm getting possessed, like in The Ring 2? God, they made a Ring 2?
They did.
And no one told me about this? Ugh. Well, now I have to see both of them. Jeez. Anyway, it's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Okay, bish, I said sadly, and then we went.
Okay, chapter 24. Author's note. Preps stoop flaming the story. You're just jealous. Jealous. So, fook you, okay? Go to hell. 1-1. Raven fags for the help. Okay.
Wow.
Well, we had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor
No, she spells
Favori.
professor right this time. No,
That's
she doesn't.
wrong.
Well, yeah, she spells it with two F's, but...
Yeah. About the visions. Konnichiwa, everybody. Come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with blood red tips.
Everyone's
and red
hair
eyes.
is dead. Jeez, why do people... Okay, just keep going.
Here, HR mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it in everything. She and Bloody Mary get along great. She's really strong. She's really young for a teacher. Today, she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and a long gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with pastors of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail
Polish.
polish.
Nigh Polish, because it's not Polish, because
Nigh
it's capitalized.
Not Polish. With red pentagrams on it. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it, Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class fucking dismiss everyone. Professor, Jafori said, and she let everyone go.
Ow.
Except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise. Get it? 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having
of
lots
professionalism.
of... I know.
Class fucking dismissed.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm having lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried. Is Draco going to die? To die, excuse me. Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to walk in. I looked at it.
That is the most useless item you could ever own. A black crystal ball. What are you gonna see in it? It's like you're having a freaking coma. What the?
She asked. I said I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. Congress.
Can you even see him? I mean, you're looking into the black crystal ball. He's pretty much camouflaged.
Okay, you can go now. See a cunt. What? Said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch. I said, leaving. I went to Draco and Vampire. I was sitting next to him. We
I'm gonna
both followed
choke to
Draco
death.
together. And I was so exhibited.
That's exactly how you speak to your professors in college.
I know, but have you been so exhibited?
Yeah, exhibited. Just put on display at the Met.
Good. Alright, chapter 25.
All right, I got you. I got chapter 20. How many do we have left?
There's 44. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, we can stop at 35 because I think
Okay.
36 to 44 might not be original.
Okay.
We'll stop at 35.
Actually, I think that's true. I think that's true because there was an update done 5 years later.
Yeah. And that's not the kind of crap we're here for. God, we've been going for 3 hours already.
Yeah.
All right, it'll end soon, everyone. It'll end soon. Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt. Oh, that's the best professor line I've ever heard.
Okay.
I'd be fine if this entire book was just Professor Travolta scenes. But she changes from Professor Sinister to Professor Travolta and back.
So which one was talking?
I don't know.
Were they
Stop.
both teaching the class?
Yeah.
Or no.
Alternate personalities. She's got that personality disorder. Author's note: stop flaming, okay? If you do not, then I'll tell Justin to bet you up. 1111. And it'll tell all the Reds to put virtues in your computer. Oh, I can translate this one. Excuse me. I can translate this one because I don't think anyone else, I think others might not get it. And I'll tell all the nerds to put viruses in your computer. 1111 11111111. Fuck you! 1. Raven, thanks for the help. 1. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside and then we went to Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Travolta say? Whispered Draco, potting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. She said that she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow, I grumbled. Wait, she didn't see anything. She literally just stared into
Just stared.
Oh no, she saw a black gothic skull and a pentagram. It was literally just a reflection. I don't like... Bro... I grumbled in a sexy voice. How do you grumble in a sexy voice? He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it and gave it to me to spork. He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top.
What?
We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. This is all some wacko fever dream. And all the things that you ever told me
is a wacko favorite dream.
and all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me, sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started tiling of each other's clothes evenly. He took of my black thong and my black leather bar. I took of his black boxers. Oh, I know what this is. This is a sex scene. Then he put his throbbing... It's like the Irish throbbing. He put his throbbing you-know-what in my tool sexily. OMFG Draco, I screamed, having an orgasm. We stated Frenching passively. Suddenly, I fell asleep. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst insult your partner could ever do. It's just falling asleep in the middle of it.
I know.
I started having a dream. And in a black guy was... What? In it, a black guy was shooting 2 gothic men with long black... Wait a sec.
What?
You reading this, right?
Yes.
You're seeing this, right?
Yes.
Okay, no, please don't effing kill us, one, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car.
Set a time limit.
Oh no, oh my effing god. 1-1, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue... Is it red or is it blue? Come on. Opening
Blue.
my icy blue eyes. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park mobile.
Not Lincoln, Lickin.
Lincoln
Lichen,
Park.
actually.
Lincoln Park mobile.
Lincoln Park.
But the worst thing was who the people who were shot in the dream were. Lucian and Sirius. 1-1-1.
Who we literally don't know.
We literally don't care about them. Yeah, why?
Like,
why do
what?
we care about Lucian?
Why do we
I
care?
promise you, Lucian was mentioned once, and I think that was in chapter 10.
Yeah. I remember Lucian was married. No, it was Sirius. Wasn't it like Sirius Black?
I remember having a good laugh
Cyrus
at
or
Dogfather Sirius Black.
Yeah, so I really don't know. Okay. Anyway. Chapter 26. Author's note. Preps stoop flaming SDA sturry. Okay. One. If you do not lick the story, then go fuck yourself. You fucking prep. You sook. 1-1-1. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist, okay?
No, racist.
1-1. Okay, racist. Okay. Anyways, a few mutates A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, black leather pants, and a good bralette.
Is a Jackson a real article of clothing?
I don't think so.
I think she was meaning to say jacket, right?
Yeah, jacket.
Okay. A Jackson does sound like an article of clothing, though. Not gonna lie.
Hi, Vampire. I said flirtily, as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexually, trying to comfort me. I tried to cry tears of blood and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it. Vampire shouted angrily. E4 started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree into the castle. Dumblydore was in his office.
He changes identity every like 10 minutes.
Oh god. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said, while we whipped some tears from his white face. Anobi had a vision in a dream. Okay. Double order. Started to cockle.
What?
And how do you expect me to know? What? Ebony's not divisional? I looked at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, I said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. She is the toot of Crackter. You know very well that I'm not decisional. I'm not. No, get some fucking people
I hear
out
that.
here, out there to look for Ceres and Lucian. Porto. Okay, he said in an intimidated voice. Where are they? I thought about it, and then all of a sudden, Longdon, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few missed tunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had found they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrist. We looked at each other's gothic, depressed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers, and Professor
Sinister
was
slash
behind
Travoldry.
them. Okay, chapter 27.
Chapter 27, almost there, baby. Just 8 more of these to get through, and they're all pretty short. Okay. I want to talk about that past chapter. Again, there's more like just offhandedly. Yeah, this guy went to slit some wrists. So I'm starting to think maybe they just do that instead of like peeing and pooping. I think maybe that's like their way of releasing like toxins from the body. Maybe their kidneys just pump it back into their blood, and they just have to like.
Yeah. I really don't know how vampire physiology works, so
Also,
totally
yeah,
valuable.
exactly. We saw Dumbledore's final form, which is Dumblydore. Dumbledore.
Double odor.
Did she really even try at that point? Like, did she even try and spell his name right?
I just don't understand though, because if you're typing it out, right, and you type out doobly odor, and then you type out Dumbledore, like, how hard is it to really just like correct it? Like, she just did not care when she was writing this.
Porto.
My God, Pornto. Like, God. Anyway.
All right, chapter 27. This one's a short and sweet one. Vampires will never hurt you. It's titled. Author's note. You know what, 111? I did not give a folk what you preps think about me. 1111. So stop flaming the folking story, Bichet. Bichet. I think that's how the French would say it. 1111. Thanks to Raven for your love and sport and help. I love you, girl. Saws I couldn't update. Lol. I was really depressed and siltmorists. I had to go to the. I mean, this is really sad, but in another sense, it's hilarious because she's writing it like this, and it makes you think that like she's not being serious about it. But then you also know that she is being serious about it.
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital, Raven.
I'm sorry. I read ahead and I saw something that was so funny. Well, okay, continue.
You rogue girl. I'm not reading all those ones. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come on, Enobi, said Professor Sinatra. Oh no! Is that what you saw?
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh,
There's no comma either. Professor Sinatra, man, is really the paragon of goodwill here.
Sinatra. I
Yeah.
thought it was sinister. And what happened to Travolti or whatever? What?
Travolti to sinister to literal Frank Sinatra here. He was wearing a gothic black leader dress with corset top and real vampire blood on it and fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you the effing perdition. I locked at Lucian Seraphs, Drake and Vampire. So Sirius has turned into Seraphs now.
I guess.
I smelled happily, and I went into a dark room. I had changed Professor Sinister. Professor Sinister took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible ball. She said, Tara?
Crucible.
Wait, no, her name was. Wait, what? Oh my god. Tara, I see Drac times are near. She spelled dark wrong. That is the most egregious mistake I think I've seen in this entire. Alright. I see Drac times are near. She said badly. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner, like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts, before he became powerful, he got his hearth broken. Now do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. God. She has to go back in time and seduce Voldemort. This is the good ending. This is the good ending to the whole Harry Potter thing.
God.
It is the only way.
Crazy.
If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow, and you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did that. We did that's too sin. I went outside again sadly. What effing happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Boldy Mary. I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius. Hey, she spelled Sirius right. Being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there trying to interview Dumblydore. A banner was put up. Lots of effing preps were there, all obviously trained to be gothic, wearing the hymn sign on their hands. Despite them not, I'm getting, it's getting late, and I can't. I'm starting to not be able to read these as clearly. Despite them not having actually heard of him. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. Hey, at least Mr. Norris is happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crab and Goik set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's. Who the frick is Wesley? Who is this man?
Wizard Wises. What?
That's the store that opened up on the dark corner behind Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. Wesley here thinks he can imitate them. So he's making the cheap Chinese knockoff of the way. I put on my invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco, and we sneaked outside together. I'm sorry it took me so long to get through that chapter.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, let me tell you, I've seen bad writing before in this story, but that was some of the worst.
Chapter 28. I seed stop gifliming gang the story. It was a misgat when Professor Relori seed that okay. One. A bunch of ones. Go to fucking hell. 1. You seek thanks to Philly for the help.
She got someone else to help her.
Fun with Kiwi. Yeah.
Except it's probably not going to get any better.
No. Oh god. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, Marlon Manson.
No, Marlon Mason.
Sorry, Marlon Mason. Okay, all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red Vevlet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet suckings, and a red leather box. Underneath, I sat down one of the chairs dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, potting his albastard hand on mine. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it. Yeah, I guess, I said sadly. Draco also put his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my block lipstick. The problem is I have to seduce Volksmort. I have to go back in time. Draco, started to cry sadly.
It's anyone's guess why he started to cry. Honestly.
Why? Okay, Vampire hugged him. It's okay, Bobby. He finally said. He said finally. But what about me? You're not gonna break up or anything, are you?
I like to read that line in like a baby voice. It's okay, or like a furry voice. It's okay, oh Bobby. But what about me?
Okay, Bobby.
Oh
But
God.
what about
Oh.
me? You're not gonna break up or anything,
Anything are
right?
you? Hello? God, it's so. Ugh.
Anyway,
All right, keep going.
um, really, he asked. Sure, I said. We French sexily. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then I took
He's
off
there too.
Draco's.
He's just
Go ahead.
watching.
Oh my god. I hate this. Then I took off Draco's MCR shirt. Shrift. And seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a stallion.
Stallone.
Alone. He had
He was hung like
replaced
Sylvester Stallone.
he had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Anobi on it. Well, hopefully, because it's spelled your name wrong.
It's not.
Oh my god. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Wow, you don't say.
Everyone looks
Vampire
like
took.
him.
Wait. Vampire took a
Oh
video
no.
camera. I had said it was okay before.
Oh, good. Now that we know. Good stuff.
Okay. Sorry. I lost my place. I took of my clothes then. We were in for the ride of our lift.
The sex scenes are always the worst written.
I know. We started fritching as we climbed into the coffin.
Coffin.
Coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what and passively did it.
They're like freaking amoeba. Yeah.
Oh god.
They go at it
I love you,
passively.
Bobby. I love you, Bobby. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you. We screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched Vampire filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, what the fuck are you doing? It was Snope and Professor McGoggle. 111.
Snow. Okay.
Oh god.
All right. Powering through these last ones. All right. Chapter 29. Author's notes. Sote des folk up. 1-1. You're just jealous cause your preps so folk you. 1-1-1-1. Raven, you rogue girl. Thanks for the help. MCR rocks. 666. 1-1-1-1-1-1. Oh my Satan one. We screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snap and Professor McGonagall started to shoot at us angrily.
That's not even the funniest part.
Come now, Preacher McGonagall. Preacher McGonagall. Yelled it.
Oh my god.
We did guiltily. Got you watched.
What?
We left the room putting on our clothes. Snoop. It's God. No, not Snoop Dogg, please.
Snoop.
Garbed the caramel and put it in his pocket.
Oh god.
Hey, what the F? 111. Vampire shooted angrily. Yeah, Buster, what the F are you gonna do with the effing camera? Draco demanded all protective, looking at me longingly with his gothic red eyes. Look, Dumblydore.
Dumbledore.
Every time, man. You just gotta do Dumbledore dirty like that.
All the time.
Look, Dumblydore knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give back the camera. 1111. Ha 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 ha. The mystery of Mojic thinks he is crazy. There is no way Day will believe him. Snoop laughed meanly. Yes, so shut your mapooth, you insolent fools, yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us... Oh, okay. Okay, this isn't like some sort of weird fetish material. She used the wrong cum again. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry all sexy and sexative. How do you do both? I started to cry tears of blood. I'm not. Should
What
I
is
read that?
sexative?
Get it? Cause he's a sex bomb. Lol. Tom Feltnut rules for lift, but not as Gerard. Your sex on legs. I love you. You foking rock. Marry me. 1111. I started to cry tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. Okay, so folk you one.
You're really believing everything that Raven is saying? Raven is doing you dirty, girl.
Raven is, yeah, I think maybe, what if Raven's just actively ruining it? We will never know the pure essence of this story because freaking Raven here is editing it so that it
No,
seems
I
like
think Raven made the story worse than it is, I think.
Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes.
Chief?
And then he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. They
Okay.
started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crozio, I shouted. Snap started to scram. He dropped the gun. But it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballets. I stopped the curse. Professor McGoogle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, okay, Cerberus, I'm going to go now. She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. It's okay, Inobi, said Draco. Evergreen will be alright. Remember the Sidio you took of Snake? Snape laughed again, and then he took out some whips. One.
Okay. Let's power through this and get through the last.
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 30. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, okay? You do not know what's even gonna happen. Okay. 111. So fool you. 111. If you flam, you will be a prep. So all flammers can kiss my ass. 111. So's for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the mystery's opinion. Because society, basically, soups.
Society.
Facts. But, thanks to Raven, you rock beesh. 111.
Oh,
No,
wait, hold on.
111.
I think I went through this story before and I rooted out all the bad scenes. Like the semi, not semi, dude, I'm forgetting words now. Offensive scenes. This chapter contains a rape scene, or what was probably meant as a rape scene. So, just know that going into it.
Okay.
All right, continue.
No problem. No 1-1, we scream sadly. Snap stated loafing meanly. He took out a camera angrily. Then he came towards Darko 1. He took some stones out of his pockets. He put the stones around Draco and knits a candle. What the fuck are you doing? I shooted angrily. Snoop laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. I gasped. There was a dark mark on his what, 1-1. His wand and a knife came.
That's gotta be
He
the
gave
most
knife
painful
to me.
place to put it.
You must stab vampire, he said to me. If you don't, then I'll rap Draco. What? No,
Yeah, I'm
you
telling you,
fucking
it's-
Bastrad. I yielded 1. But then Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. LOL, get it? Cause I'm a saint.
How do you look like a
Between Kurt-
pentagram as a human? How do you do that?
Okay. Was a pentagram, but between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire and he looked so smexy too, with his
Smexy.
gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed, and the time I did it with Draco, and Dumblydore came, and the time where Draco almost committed suicide, and Vampire was so sportive. Snipe laughed angrily. He started to pray Volksamort. He started to do an incapacitation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea I had. I closed my eyes and
He straight
using
up
my
just
vampire.
reverts to Old English here. Like the Old English reading
Hold
style.
on.
Suddenly, an idea I had. Freaking Yoda
Yeah.
here.
Um, I closed my eyes and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic message
No,
to
it's a
Draco.
massage. It's a telepathetic massage.
Telepathetic massage to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. Dumbledore will get you. Draco shooted. Yeah, just wait till the mystery find out. Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. You ridiculous Donderhead. Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes, just as he was about to rape him. Crucio, I shifted.
I did.
I shitted, pointing my wound. Snoop screamed, and started running around the room screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio.
Oh, she spelled it right. That's the first time she spelled it right.
You dunderhead. Or you dunderhead. I don't know. I'm gonna, 1-on-1, I'm gonna kill shooted Snape, but suddenly Cerberus
But see,
came.
Cerberus and Snape are the same person.
Yeah.
And I also like how
Anyway.
Snape calls everyone a dunderhead.
I know.
I think that's the
Snape
greatest.
put the whip behind his back. Oh, hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something. He lied, but suddenly Lucian and Professor Trevory came in the room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevory, excuse me, come on, Ebony, let's go.
Oh,
Goodness
beautiful.
gracious.
Beautiful.
Okay, we're on the
Only
last
5 more
five.
chapters. Yes. All right. Chapter 31. Author's note. I said, shut the folk up, you... What the... You queefs? 111. Stop Kaylin, Ebony, Mary Sue. Okay, you do not even know what's going to happen. Okay, so fook you. 1111. Thanks to my BFF Raven for D-help. 1111. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitka. Boofy rocks. 111. Sirius said to Snape. No? Oh, she meant Sirius when she... Wait. What? No, Sirius here is Cerberus. She mixes up the names.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, just making sure. No, I'm not. I was teaching them something. One. Snap claimed. Snap clammed. Oh, effing yeah. I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Cerberus. He made Snap Dernkit. He did angrily. Then Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets. Ew. God, what is he secreting?
Ew.
Oh, Lucian took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me a million times. Professor Trevory took me to a dark room. Now I was going back in time to seduce Volksamort. Moving posters of MCR and Ravana were all over. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow. Okay, Willow's alive! She's still alive! Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. What's in the bag? I asked Professor Trevory. You will see, she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low smut black leather gothic dress. It had red corset stuff, and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow in darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blowed red lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch. Bloody Mary said. Fangs, I said. Okay, now you're going to go back in, Tim, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. I put it in a strap. Man, they use so many guns in the story. I put it in a strap on my fishnets like in Red is Net evil. Then she gave me a black time turner. After an hour, used the time turner to get back here, Professor Travolri said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. Wait, no, the pensive doesn't let you affect the scene around you. You can...
No.
Right, so, alright. You know, I'm not even questioning it at this point. Good luck, one, everyone shouted. Shoot it, everyone shooted. Darkness and Willow gave me Death's touch sin. Then I jumped sexily into the pensive. How do you jump sexily into a pensive?
I don't even know how you jump pensily. How you jump sexily to begin with.
Suddenly, I was in front of to school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had gren eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped-up suit with Vans. It was Tom Bombadil, who we've never heard of before. 1111.
Alrighty, chapter 32. Author's note. I seed stoop flaming me. I know his name isn't Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. 11111. If you do not lick this story, then you can go screw yourself. 11111. You suck. And then a bunch of ones. Hi. I said flirtily. Hi. I said flirtily. I'm Anobi Way, the new student. I shock my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. The name's Tom, he said, but you can call me Satan. Okay. That's my middle name, Nam. We shock hands. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, you happen to be a fan of Grende, since MCR and
Evanescence, but I don't just call it
Evanescence?
Just
okay.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, I was like, what is that band? Don't exist yet, then. I asked. Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like GC a lot too. Get it? Cause GC did that song, I Just Wanna Live. That sounded really 80s.
I like how she split that sounded into that's sounded.
I know. OMG, me too, I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade, I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before I became Hogsmeade. Okay, wait. I'm sorry. If he's in the past, why would he know what they're going to call it in the future? That doesn't make any sense.
Wait.
Anyways, in 2000, he told me all secretively. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic. I finished, happy again. He frowned, confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled secretively. Then in 1998...
He does it again! He does it again! He moans it!
Wait, how do you even moan that? I'm so confused.
1998. They changed the topic.
Okay.
It's disgusting. I'm sorry I did that. I
Yeah.
apologize to the world.
And now everything was making sense for me. So was Dumbledore your
Prince
prince?
Phil.
Prince Phil? I shouted. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. OMFG.
This line reads like an Instagram comment.
OMFG. Me too. I shrieked. Get it? You go to this skull? Get it? Because I'm gothic? He asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started
Stuck,
shredding.
even.
Huh?
Dumbledore flies in on his broom stuck, and he starts shredding at
Broomstick
us.
and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls. He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American. What? American Ogle Outfitters. Okay. Stupid goths. Satan rolled his eyes. Who's so mean to us goths and punks? Just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the barky, you're the barky lord. WTF? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing. I said sweetly. Then suddenly, the floor opened. OMFG, no! I schemed as I feel down. Everyone looked at me weirdly.
But that's
Hey, where are
no,
you?
but she says that because it's in quotations. So she's falling and she's going, "Oh, MFG, no! I screamed as I fell down. Oh!" Like,
Okay. Hey, where are you going? Going, Satan asked as I fell. I got out of the hole, and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevelry's classroom. Dumbledore
Dumbledore.
was there. Dumbledore. I think I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that. Dumbledore said, trying to be gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, WTF, Anobi, what the hell are you doing? Wait. I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What the hell? How? I screamed, forgetting that she was a teacher for a second.
Wait, no. You can't just
Wait, this
go. You
doesn't.
can't just go. What the hell? And be like, "Oops, sorry, I forgot you're my teacher." When, like,
Wait,
literally
this
a
doesn't
few
make any sense.
a few chapters ago, her teacher literally called her a cunt. And she
No,
went
what
by,
doesn't make any
bitch,
sense.
to her
No,
teacher.
what doesn't make any sense is that she knows her name without knowing her. Because if this is technically the past, then Anobi doesn't technically exist, or Ebony, excuse me. Ebony doesn't technically exist. So I don't understand how she knows her name, and she's like, "Oh,
No.
what are
But
you
the
doing
thing is,
here?"
no, the thing is, she's out of the pensive now. The floor opened and she fell back to the present.
Oh, okay.
You're just
Yeah,
supposed to figure that out without any context.
It was yeah, I just could not figure that out. Anyway,
That's still my favorite scene. Professor
Professor
Troy's
Sinister.
classroom.
Professor Sinister looks sad. I was drinking Voldemort's serum. She started to cry black tears of depression. Dumbledore didn't know about them. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked, curiously touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. FG Anobi, I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum.
Wait, what did they make Voldemort's serum out of? Is it his blood? Or is it like his pee? Like, I don't understand. Or is it something else?
I just want to be done with this, Aaron. Come on.
No, but you have to read the author's note at the end of it.
Oh, shoot. Author's note. See you fucking preps. Go fuck yourself. Sulks. That's Saras issues. 2-0 go to hell.
Yeah, see, the thing is, it keeps getting more and more illegible as you go on. I think she was getting tired, just like us.
I think she clearly was. I mean, she had
Maybe
to
she
have.
was getting addicted to Voldemort's serum. Her own little writing cabinet, wherever she writes. Chapter 33, author's note. I said, shut up! It's not my fault! Okay, if you don't lick the story, then you're prep, so fook you flamers. 1111. P.S. I'm not updating until you give me 5 God reviews. Nid Tim, I meant it. 11111111. You suck. No, you sook. 1111. Excuse me. Fangs Raven 4D help. It'll promise to help you with yours. Oh no! Raven has her own story.
What?
No, I don't want to read that. God, but I feel like we have to now. Like next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
I promise not all the episodes are going to be this long, by the way. This is just a very long fan fiction. And
It is.
it's like the introductory episode. So
And it's also really hard to read.
it is also very hard to read. I promise next time I'll pick something easier to read. Oh my fucking god, one, I shoot it sadly. Should we get you to St. Manga's bitch? Hell no, she said. Listen, Igochi.
The way that everyone messes up her name and she doesn't even know her own name.
Is this the real running joke?
She
Is
literally introduced herself as Anani.
Yeah.
Like, what is your name?
She's forgotten. Hell no, she said. Listen, Agoji, I need your help. Next Tim you go back in Tim, do you think you could ask Tom Endorson for some help? Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there, 1111. He was wearing a big black GC t-shirt.
T-shirt.
When you really don't like t-shirts. Which was his Panamas. Hey, sexy, I said, with 2 X's. How'd it go, Anobi? He said. He asked. And his voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Way. God. Oh, and he's talking. Fine, I responded. We stared to go back into the dorm. How far did you go with Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol, I borked. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hopped not too far, 111, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. The best character redemption arc you will ever read. What happened to Snipe? I growled. You will see. Draco giggled mischievously. He opened the door. Snap and Lumpkin was there. 1-1. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. No, please! 1-1-1-1. Lumpkin bagged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. I took some photons of him.
Photons.
And Snap being torqued. There's a lot of physics terms here. I know this is men, but think about it. People, they are pedos. And Snap tried to rap them, and no way sadist. I can't even. No way sadist roke. Has anyone seen Shrek Attack 3 lols? Wow, that was a doozy. We took some of Snipe's blood, then Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kind of dirty, so I My clothes were kind of dirty. My clothes were kind of dirty, so I put on a black leather outfit thingy, black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Swelene has an underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you! 1. I put on some black platform high heels. Darko. Wow. Final form of Draco, everyone. Darko put on Dissolution Livers by MCR. Then, no, not another one. God, not another one. There's so many of them. And we started to take off each other's clothes. I took off his shit. And he had a 6-pack, lols. Oh, we started to make out licking the garage. He put his wetness in you, in my you-know-what sexily. I got an orgy.
Oh my god.
Oh, it pains me. It actually pained me to read that. Oh, Draco 11111. Oh, me fucking good, Draco 1111. I screamed passively as he got an eructation. Wait, so you guys were going at it without him having an erection? Man.
And a rotation.
I mean, now I get what they mean by screaming passively. That's just really sad.
I'm just so confused.
I love you, Tabori. Wait. You can't tell me he went from Ebony to Ebaby to Egoji to Ta Ebori. Her name doesn't even start with... He whispered sexily. And then we felt up asleep. Lol. She just used lol in her story.
Lol.
Oh. Okay, last penultimate chapter.
Honestly, fitting for, how core of the story this is. Author's note, chapter 34. Shut the fuck up, preps. Have you even read the story? 1-1. You are probably all just preps and posers, so fuck you. 1-1-1. Thanks to Raven for the help. 1. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on a black tight sexa dress, and that was all ripped at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front, and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, like in Mr. and Mr. Smith.
Can you imagine if that movie was actually literally just Mr. and Mr. Smith?
Yeah, but it's nice, so it must be a different movie. I put on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton boats.
Boots.
Boots. Suddenly, Sorius knocked on the door.
What does that mean? He just slapped his knee on the door.
I opened it. Hi, Ibony.
It changes every chapter.
Like, what's the point of you giving your character a name? Like,
yeah, honestly.
Anyways, hi, Ibony, he said. Giz, what? You have to come to Professor Sinistor's office. Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to fook Draco or maybe listen to MCR Evanescence. I came anyway. So, what the fuck happened to Snipe and Loopin? I asked Soria thoroughly. I fucking tortured them, he answered in a statistic way. They are in Abkhazan now.
Abkhazian.
Abkhazian.
He answered in a statistic way? What is this? I tortured them until their P-star value fell between 0.15 and 0.2. What the fuck?
And I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? I muttered. They are excused from school today. Sodomize slowly. Right now, they are watching the
Why is he so horny?
Bear before Christmas. We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped all over it, kind of like the one Amy Lee wears in this pic. And then link.
And then the link. But
yeah.
the link is broken.
She was drinking some Volksimort serum. She took out the pensive and the time torner. Anobi, you will have to do another session now. Also, I need you to get me the cure for being guilty. She said, sadly. Good luck, Fangs. And then I
And I'm
jumped.
addicted. Give me the cure. Bye.
And then I jumped into the Pensive again. Suddenly I looked around. I was in the Great Hall, eating Count Chorkula. It was morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall Gothic man with long black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black crayon braces shoes. He looked just like Charlene Manson. I noticed he was drinking a portent. Who is he, 1-1? I asked. So there's not a question mark. Oh, that's Professor Slutborn. Satan said. He's the portent's teacher.
Slughorn turns to slutborn.
He's the portent's teacher, Ebony. Yeah, I asked. Did you know that Mary Lynn Mason is playing in Hogsmeade tonight?
But it's
And
not
they're
Hogsmeade, right? Because he just told us that it wasn't Hogsmeade.
Literally. And they are showing the exercise at the movies before.
The exercise. Again,
Yeah.
just the
Well-
knockoff version of the exorcism.
Want to go to the contort and the movie with me? Okay, you get the last chapter. I'm done reading.
Yes, okay, alright.
I'm sorry, this is a long.
Wait,
but-
no. It's
but-
not the last chapter, but we're gonna end it here.
Okay,
I
sure.
actually just do not want any more of this. And I'm sorry,
We'll just do
people who might be listening to this, but I'm not going on. I mean, this has been going on for 4 hours. I'm gonna close the stream after this. Alright, chapter 35, the last one we're reading, Ghost of You. And of course, ghost is spelled wrong. Hey Ed.
Ow.
Author's note, thanks to Susie for the idea. Wait, what? This wasn't even her idea? Oh my god. What? You broke. Fook of Preps. 111. Thanks to Raven for the help with you, the help you Roke Girl. 1 PS, I am going to end destroy really soon. No, because then... I don't know, maybe we'll do an extra. We'll
Yeah,
do an
maybe.
extra like sometime next week, and then to end the story. But we're gonna stop here. Destroy really soon. So Fook you 111. Oh yeah, and if you know any gothic names, please tell me, cause I need one for serious. One thing.
Gothic names. What the hell?
But you can't even keep Sirius's name straight.
You can't even get your own name straight.
Honestly, yeah. I went into the conman room.
The conman room.
It's just full of cons and scammers,
No.
and they're all just sitting there thinking of Satan. Suddenly I gasped. Draco was there. 111. I gasped. I grasped. He locked his
What?
hut. He locked his hut. Eva wearing black leather pants, a black Lincoln Lincoln Park. Oh, what have they done to you?
Longpin Rock.
A black Lincoln Prague t-shirt and black eyeliner. Draco, what the fuck are you dong? 11111. I gasped. Huh? The most natural reaction to any of these lines of
I
dialogue.
gasped.
Huh? Yes.
I gasped.
Then I remembered. It wasn't Draco. It was Lucan. One. He still had 2 arms. Yes, of course. Oh, hi, Lucian. One, I said. I'm Ebony, the new student. Lol, we shook hands. Yeah, Satan told me about you, Lucian said. He pointed to a group of sexy gothic guys. They were sighting in a corner nutting,
Cutting.
cutting,
Cutting.
cutting. I see. It was serious. Vampire's dad and Snap. All of them were wearing black eyeliner, black good Shralut band shirts. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys, he said. We're playing tonight at the Marilyn Mason show as backup. Orly, I asked. What's that even mean?
No.
Yeah, he said, we're called X Black X Tear X.
Oh, I think it means oh really.
Why would you write a piece of fiction using... You know what? That's fine. I play to gutter. The guitar. No, he doesn't play the guitar. He plays the gutter.
Gutter.
Spartacus. Oh, one of their names is Spartacus. That's amazing. Spartacus plays the drums, he said, taunting to him. Snap plays the boss. And James plays the guitar to even foe. We call him Samaro after Samara in the ring. That's gotta be demeaning.
Original.
Getting named after the ring girl. Hey bastards, I told them. They gave me death touch sin. Suddenly I gasped again. But you don't have a lead singer, I asked. Lucian looked down sad. That's one of the first things you do when you form a band. You find a lead singer. But these idiots found the drums, the bass, and 2 guitar players. What do? Do they just like play elevator music at events?
I guess so.
That's got to be the worst concert ever. It's just like, give it up for X Black X Tear X, woo! And then no one sings. It's just random dudes just playing random melodies.
Yeah. Love that for them.
We used to, but she did. Oh, I see. She contemplated suicide. She contemplated suicide by silting her wrists. Oh my fucking god. 1-1. That's so fucking sad. 1, I gasped. It's okay, but we need a new lead snigger. No! I said it! I didn't mean it! I'm sorry, I just read what was on the page.
No, it's Snigger.
I see. It wasn't like a... I see.
No.
Okay, Samaro asked. Ooh, I'm saved. Well, I said I'm in a banana myself. You can never be too careful, when it comes to the story. Really? Asked Snap. I couldn't believe it. He used to be Gothic. Wow. 1-1-1. Yeah, they were called Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Do you want to hear me sing? Yeah, said everyone. So the guys took out their guitars. They began to play a song by Green Day.
What?
I walk... Oh my gosh, it's the only Green Day song she knows is Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
For real.
I promise you. Yeah, that's... I'm gonna
It's
sing it too.
with that song, Helena.
I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, I sang sexily. I do not own the lyrics to that song.
You don't know the
Everyone
lyrics to that
guessed.
song either.
And I'll be... I want someone to count how many names the main character has. And not B. Will you join the band? Please. 1. Begged Lucian, Samoro, Sirius, and Snap. Okay, I shrugged. Are we going to play tonight? Yeah, they said. Okay, I said, but I knew that I had to get a new outfit. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time.
Wait. Okay. How is she just gonna sing in this band and they don't even have a song to perform? The hell?
Yeah, what is with that, huh? She sings one song by Green Day, which, mind you, hasn't been... I'm pretty sure... Didn't she say earlier that the Green Day hasn't been, like it wasn't a thing? Like, what? Didn't she say something about how that was...
I'm confused. Are they back in time, or are they...
Yeah, no, they're back in time, but she's breaking this time barrier every single sentence.
Yeah, I mean... But even the characters in the past reference the future, so is time even, real?
No. But this is the best part. And I think it's fitting that we leave this podcast episode with this last few sentences of this
Okay.
amazing, amazing story. Fanfic. Okay, I said, but I had knew that I need to get a new outfit. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of me. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Morty McFly from the Back to the Future universe. You didn't think he'd be here, but he is. He was wearing a... And of course, he's a goth as well. She really couldn't leave a single character unadulterated. It
We're
was
missing color, please.
Morty McFly. He was wearing a black Bnad t-shirt and black beige jeans. What the hell are you doing here? I asked. I will help you go for Froad and Tim and Obi, he said seriously. Then he took out a black Tim machine. I went into it and suddenly I was forward in Tim. 111. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Anobi / Inopbi / Agoji / Ebony / I don't know.
A bunch
You
of
get
others.
a bunch of others adventures, at least for tonight, because for both me and Brandon, we both desperately need sleep.
Yeah.
Especially after whatever the frick we just read.
Yeah.
So I was going to try and ask us to do a literary analysis, but it's way too late now.
I think that we should save that for the extra.
Yes, we should save that for the extras. Okay, we will be doing an extras episode probably sometime soon, and we'll probably put that out the same place we put this episode, and there we will be reading the rest of this story, reading it to completion, and giving our literary analysis. But I guess that's it for tonight, unless Brandon, you have anything to add?
No, I do not. That was quite a read, but I will give my, I guess, final thoughts in the next.
I'm pretty sure even if people don't stick around for the extras, we got our final thoughts in anyway.
Yeah.
Because I seriously do not think this story turns into some sort of literary masterpiece to match freaking Shakespeare, by the next few chapters. So
No,
it's pretty much we've already gotten our thoughts.
Yep.
But that, ladies and gentlemen, was My Immortal by XXX Bloody Wrists 666 XXX, a fantastic Harry Potter fanfic. And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone. See you.
Bye.